Yo, good morning. How are you all doing? Here for some Friday vibes. Make sure this is muted when it comes on. There we go. Excellent. How are you all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Taki, Yuri, Botrix, naturally. Ready for some Friday vibes. It's Amy. It says Amy. Morning, Cohen. My G. How are we? Oh. Excellent. Right, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So, I didn't take any more trades on the Tradeify last night. Yesterday, if you remember, we basically did the max profit for the day with the consistency rule, so we called it after that. The 15-minute orb would have been a bit of a tricky one anyway. Doing good. How are you? I am doing amazingly. Feeling hyped. Slept very well last night. I've overfilled my coffee mug, so feeling good. Yeah, so yesterday we got very lucky. Fred is the market maker here. He insta-TP'd my last trade. First time news has ever worked in my favor, which is just amazing. Today we're looking at another trendy day, to be honest. Zoom this out. But since yesterday's close, we've just been continuing to dump. That's what's nearly 600 points, over 600 points. Down nearly 2% on the day so far, 1.25% on the day. We're now starting to bid back up again. But on the daily here, let me just... we are actually breaking out of this range, which is amazing. I was really worried we were going to be stuck in this sort of 600 to 30k level for ages. But it looks like we're going to be rescued by, I imagine, some bad news. Ended around 1.2k after some shenanigans, says Taki. Excellent. That is a result. Shenanigans are welcome if they produce good results. How did everyone else finish yesterday? Ginger, Cohen, Yuri? How did you guys finish? I want everyone to be green. I know. I think after yesterday, every one of the streamers finished green. I know Matt finished very green. Joz finished green. Liam and Danny all had a monster day yesterday. It was brilliant. Really good to see. Up 1,000 on my funded. That is juicy. Love to see it. And then the funded as well. You'll be due for a payout soon. Artilus down 700. Had a crap day. I actually think when you're down 700 on a day, I'm assuming it's a 50k account. It's actually, take it as a win because that means you stopped yourself there. Too many times in the past have I and so many other people just DLL'd and let that and then just walk away feeling awful. But to stop yourself at 700 is actually a win. It shows discipline. And that's all you can ask for to be a long-term trader. 100%. I've made it back this morning. Already? I just got here. Lost 700 a day before yesterday, so could come back. Yeah. 28.54 entry. What, on this pullback up here? So, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Artilus's trade. 28.54, so... yeah, somewhere around 28.50... 28.5... 28.594. You are joking. What a monster. Buy at 28.594. Yeah, 28.594, I'm guessing, not 954. But yeah. Really, really nice. A bid up off of, was it this first test or the second one? Check Spotify's okay. Yeah, GG's. Massive GG's for that. And we're still bidding from it. We're still bidding. I'd like to see us crack 740 before I want to even think about entering longs, just to take out this, or 27.35. Then perhaps we can look for some longs, maybe off of a pullback. It's looking like we could roll over a little bit here. Just going to be looking for a scalp. Quick little in and out trade. If we play our cards right, today might be the last day on the eval. Yeah, GG's to Cohen as well. Paul, last night Ninja and Tradeify and Rhythmic went down. Yeah, we all saw that during the New York Open. I felt it as well. It was the Chicago servers, I believe. I switched over to Frankfurt, and that seemed alright. So if any of you are ever having any problems, depending on what chart you're with, this is how you do it on Sierra. I'm actually not going to open that because that has all my account details in it. But you press data, and on the prop firm list, if you're with Apex, you just switch to Apex, Frankfurt non-aggregated, Tradeify, Frankfurt non-aggregated, etc., etc. for whichever prop firm you're with. And the Frankfurt server was pretty good yesterday. That was fine. We got British map before GTA 6. What can I say? Do you need GTA 6 with a British map? What's the status on the eval? We need $250 on the day to pass it. So, play our cards right. British map for GTA 6, that is jokes. Oh dear. Everyone remember to smash the like button as well. For the pass today. Then going into next week, ideally we'll be on the funded. Try and get a payout. Not going to push it, but it would be nice to see us get a payout from a fresh eval in 2 weeks. Excellent. Right, news-wise. This week has been pretty hellfire for news during the London session with loads of earnings coming out. This morning, we don't have any earnings, which is very, very good. Nothing until 1:30, which is 7:30 for you Americans, Central Time. We got housing and imports. Basically just a big real estate news session. Doesn't tend to move the Nasdaq very much. But we'll see. We'll try and avoid being in a trade when that comes out at the bare minimum, unless we're in a monster. And then US industrial production, and then going into the New York, we got Michigan sentiment. That will move us. That should be it for that. We'll have to see. I was tempted to look for some shorts around here, but because of crack of that low, but it's just... We've now taken out 35. In my mind, that has shifted our overall bias temporarily to the upside. I want to look for some longs at some point. Don't know where. Don't mind where, to be honest. 28, 280. Dip before heading back up. 280? Really? Okay. We'll see. We'll see. 1 mini is 12.5 handles. That's easy for a man of your caliber. You have far too much faith. Watch me blow it. If you could only choose one prop to trade on, what would you choose and why? Ginger, personally, I don't think it matters too much which prop firm you go for, as long as they're reputable. I know Tradeify and Lucid are the easiest for a beginner, but personally, I went with Tradeify. I liked the idea of you get to go in through the eval process. If you're like a beginner trader, or even if you're semi-good and you haven't taken consistent payouts before, go through the eval, and then when you reach the funded stage, you should have a pretty good understanding of your trading style to know whether you think the daily payouts would be better for you or the flex payouts would be better for you. That's why I chose Tradeify for this. I think I'm going to go with the daily on this account, but they give you that option and that flexibility, and then they have a really good push to live. Lucid has a very similar thing, but But I think, in my mind, Tradeify just had that edge for now. And then I think, yeah, 40% off is still in effect with code TBM. Also, if you do want just to go for the maximum amount of accounts, which is obviously Apex, 20 accounts copying each other, which is just bonkers, they have got a flash sale on. I don't remember Matt talking about it yesterday, but I saw the email come through. $49 all in for the trailing non-activation fee account. $49. That's the cheapest I've ever seen a prop firm account go for, with without the activation fee. So $49 to a payout. That means you take a max payout, $1,500. You only paid $50 for that $1,500 payout. So absolutely do that. That's code TBM with that discount on the Apex site. 12 thumbs up out of 80 people. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like the stream. We'll try and get a few good trades in today. I will be, if we pass the account very early on, I will be switching over to the Apex funded that I've got going as well. My long is based on price action, a 15-minute 3-bottom wedge. Yeah. Bottoms on 26th of June. God, you're going back that far. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Good. 8th of July, 9:45 then this morning. Doesn't mean this won't retest it today. Yeah. I prefer just going off price action, especially in the London session as well. New York can sometimes be a bit fakey. But London I don't find as fakey, especially if you look for just a little bit of confirmation before you place your trade. Let's have a look here. So we're just kind of topping out on this move. I think we're probably going to pull back. I don't think we'll take out those lows just yet. My trading view is still broken. I don't know why. I think it's because the stream's running and it just eats everything. But once again, let's pull up the levels that we're interested in. I think I can probably just do it off this actually. Which is Asia's high and low. My God, that is a dump. Spain or Argentina? Spain. They knocked out Britain. I can't be chilling for Argentina now. So market over 5. Yeah, so 6 o'clock. The high from 6 o'clock, which is there. Now, Asia session ended. What time does it end? $1:30. Thought it was. Mark it there. And then 2 o'clock. Go away. Quick base hit off that wick test. Oh, there. Off of 720. Really nice, Tacky. Really, really nice. And then London, obviously, is a 2 a.m. 2 a.m. start. So that puts London high at the moment here. And London low, obviously, down here. But we're going to have to move that level, I imagine. Okay. Spy calls burned me yesterday, really. This is why I find options so dangerous. I've never, to be fair, I'm not an informed opinion when it comes to options, but I do feel like a naive little trader when when someone starts referencing options. Good morning, Mac. How you doing? Obviously, good morning, Fryer, as well. And Angus, good morning. Right now, what I'm looking for, Ginger is asking for, is I want us to push more from here. I want us to primarily wipe out this high here on the 15-minute. We've wiped out on the 5-minute this high, which I think is enough. This bid is quite aggressive. Delta, the overall move was pretty biddy. Now we're sort of losing a bit of steam, but that's because we've taken out that high, and I imagine we're probably going to dip back down a little bit. Maybe a retest into sort of 680, 620, somewhere around there. We'll see. We're just going to be looking for a quick sort of effectively a base hit to start off the day. I'm up over 1k the last 2 days. On my 50k, I now therefore have a 2k target with a 2.2k stop. Fingers crossed. Fingers are crossed. Yeah. It's such a good feeling when you're in a prop firm and you're in a funded account and you move beyond that trailing drawdown and it's just in the wind and it's behind you. You just... Brilliant. What a day yesterday. Glad I was working. I actually had a lot of success out yesterday. I think all of our streamers did. And it was pretty choppy, but there was actually some opportunities we've made, definitely. But yeah, hope you enjoyed your work. Morning, Lucia. How are we doing? We do have a lot of people who posted in the Spec Trades channel yesterday. Yuri posting some GIFs. Taki posted a few. We'll have a look. Oh, no, that was, I think I already showed those on stream yesterday. Yeah, we'll have a look at those in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to be sitting on my hands waiting for, since we just took out that liquidity, and we are actually bidding up still. Kind of expected us to turn around. Oh, I see what you mean. With yeah, with cleaning windows and 18 degrees C was balmy. Yeah. Better than the 30. Definitely better than the 30. Trust the range, baby. Up ease. I don't want us to see us rebid all the way back into that range. That would make me a little bit upset. Actually, if we do continue to bid up, VWAP will be interesting for a little base hit short. It would be very interesting. What's on our way? Give me 1 second, Chad. Just to get another tissue. Excuse me. Right. Posted that wedge on Discord. Did you? I'll have a look at that in a second, you. I want to see us completely push up to thingy. Derby, I'm hoping for 28,240 today, taking out those daily equal lows. Is that 240? Yeah. Do you have continuous contracts on Derby? Because if you do, you're probably seeing a different level. Those equal lows for me that I think you're talking about are at about 520. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. If you have continuous contracts on, then it puts them in a different place. It kind of adjusts it. Yeah, we've been having a great few weeks up north. However, the wildfires have started. Where are you from? Smoky in Wisconsin. Really? Is it wildfire season? That must be terrifying, man. I do, yeah, just trading for you, so that's last contract. Yeah, okay. I'm actually inclined to trust yours more than trading for you is usually pretty good at that. Okay, so 240 would be nice to see, definitely. We'll have a look. We'll have a look and see which level gets reacted to. So far, we came pretty close to the one on Sierra chart. It was very interesting. When we cracked all-time highs, Sierra chart cracked it. I think it was a long time before TradingView did, and everyone was like, oh my god, we're in all-time highs. And I was looking at TradingView, and it's like, I think we are. There's a gap to fill between those daily candles. These, where? These two? Yeah, that's actually quite a... 430 to 5. That's actually pretty perfect because that wick touched it. If we can go down and fill it, 430 would definitely be interesting. I think we've got a while before that because it's probably going to be bidding during London now. But during New York, that's definitely something to mark out. 100%. Okay, let's have a looky look here. That is the prior London high. Now invalidated. I'm not going to be dragging this up all day. I'm just going to delete that. Scottish, but I felt very Argentinian the other night. How do I ban someone from the stream? Michigan, very hazy. Wildfires from Canada. I had a wick setup trade at 28,575. You mean a wick continuation play? Oh, I see. It bounced a prior 4-hour wick. Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, yeah, bouncing prior lows. A lot of people look at lows and they think, okay, we'll break through it, come up, retest, and then drop. But I love just the bounce off a prior low. Such an underrated strategy. Morning, Andrew. Parking the bus so early was awful. Yeah. Minnesota and Canada are on fire currently and have never seen the air this bad. Wildfires seem to be becoming worse and worse all the time. It's not good. I saw that movie on Apple TV. I can't remember what it was. It had Matthew McConaughey in it. And he was the bus driver in the... what's the town called? Like Paradise. The Paradise wildfire in California. Yeah. Stop loss. Yeah. Bouncing prior lows is just... It's one of my favourites as well. 28,800. Haven't tested it yet. I have not tested it yet, but we'll see. We've got some buyers stepping up here. I just had to say it. Buyers step up. I announce it. Sellers decide to... At least didn't take it. Oh my word. I need to keep my mouth shut next time. It's crazy. Right, we're a bit in the middle here. Whilst we're a bit in the middle, I'm going to do today's kind of hard golf. Let me make this tinsy wincy bit bigger. Try and keep it so you can see 22 range. If I pull this over to there and then do... I am a genius. Right, let's go. I need to make it so that you can hear it as well. Here we go. Right. Let's go away. Oh, can I get away with that? No! I'm actually going to try that again. I think that shot's got potential. That shot doesn't have any potential. I don't know who would take that kind of thing, but wouldn't be me. Sometimes I just wish I could go back in time and undo this. Just try a little bit of a... Right, okay. Now I want to take this wall shot. A little bit less power on that bad boy. Used to be so good at the daily holes. Oh my god, no! Nope. Oh my days. Oh, off a bounce of the that's Asia's low as well, isn't it? Can I just get... I hope this isn't a reflection of my trades, because this is going to be dreadful. What shot was it? It's that one. Did you stream before joining TBM? I think I dreamed Fortnite when I was like 12. Does that count? And Call of Duty at one point, I think. But other than that, no. Never streamed trading. See, I think I did in a Discord server once. I joined this Dodgy Dude's Discord server and he asked me to share my trade. But that was weird. What's the par on this? I haven't just butchered it. This is 2 days back to back. I got bang on par. Don't tell Tex. Oh, hell, he's going to watch it back anyway. Okie dokie. Let me post that in the on our golf. Right. I am keen on a little short of 50 here. If we are going to show some kind of sign of life, I would have liked us more to just, you know, that kind of little equal pattern there is weird. British Open golfers on the weekend. Oh, I'll watch that. I think it's safe to say you might not beat Matt today, lol. He destroyed me yesterday. I was so keen for this competition until I started losing. Can we check the chat with long and short percentage? I can't do a poll, but absolutely we can. This is not an indicator, but everybody who thinks they have a long bias, press 1 in the chat. Everyone who wants downies and has a short bias, press 2 in the chat. Let's see where all your heads are at. Wow, a lot of 2s. Dono blueprint. I'm 3, can't decide. That's more common than you think. I think 1. I think uppies personally, but that's not a bias. As I said, I don't like to hold a bias, but yeah. Chat, don't forget to like the stream. The more likes we get, the more giveaways we can hold. I haven't got one ready for today, but it's investing, isn't it? Zero, we barcode. Yeah, that's possible as well. Uppies or just some chop for a bit. Yeah, I do honestly think uppies are more in play, especially with that bounce off the Asia low, and then it kind of did it again. I'm keen on a little bit of 740 if we can get there. Enjoy, weather looks great. Oh, are you going to the Golf Angus? That'd be good. Heading to Birkdale on Sunday, can't wait. Yeah, enjoy that concert, Ryan. Ryan. Yeah, 2's definitely won that. Yeah, you become Simquidity, Ginger. Everyone who says down, Simquidity. It's probably the best thing that Matt's done, Simquidity. I'm kidding, you've done lots of good things, but Simquidity was very funny. Eight jobs. Oh, is that eight places for Windows? Yeah, Yuri, to be honest, it's very, very easy to do. But then think of it the other way. After a loser, do you want to stop because you don't want to give anything more back? You've got to be completely impartial to the outcome of your trades. Like if I took a short here and it lost at 80, I'd try. Obviously, it's not a perfect science, but I'd try and not let it get to me at all. And if it was a winner, exactly the same thing. Eight houses, not too bad. Gutter clean, yeah. The gutter shouldn't be too messy at the moment, right? Not really been stormy. Right. I do want to try and catch a trade. I think this is the longest it's been so far this week before I've caught a trade, but I'm not going to push it. It's very sweepy, which means wide stops. Wide stops are not my favourite cup of tea. Oh, actually, 70 here. Interesting. What is that? See that on volume? That's so weird. It's that sort of line in the sand there. We're definitely struggling here. You know what I'm going to do with this? Oh, okay. It's not really what I was after, but okay. No, Ginger, no, of course. Your simulation trades, that's what caused this big up move, yeah? The market values your input. I obviously do the same, but I then still sometimes have a little Texas on my shoulder telling me to just close the charts. I do too. My Texas is called Brian. If we do crack this high, it's going to do it with momentum. If we crack this low, I think we're less likely to do it with momentum. So even though I prefer the short trade here, I think the wiser decision would be the long trade out of this range because I think we're going to do it pretty quickly and aggressively. So like a buy stop, targeting just below 800. I think it's the wiser play. Actually, I really don't like that empty book feeling there. Okay, I'm going to take that off for now. Cracking that low there. Well, Jacob, you're going to have to get used to it. For those who have not been paying attention, on his name. How have I forgotten his name? Yeah, let me just... Kane. That was it. Trader Kane, sorry. After this stream, obviously, every day we're going to be pushing to Matt. It's me first in the morning, then Matt, then Liam, then Danny, then Joz. But Trader Kane is joining Matt on his live stream after this, which you'll be automatically pushed to after mine. He holds the record for the biggest payout ever taken from a prop firm. It was from Apex. One single payout, he took $2.4 million in one payout. So arguably, he's the greatest prop firm trader in the world. So you should absolutely tune in for that stream. Absolutely. That'll be very interesting. Ask him questions. I'm really liking these new collabs. Hello, R Gardens. You bullish or bearish? I am scared to touch it. to be honest. I'm looking for something. I do want to see a long, to be honest, play out of this into VWAP. But I'm okay if not. Yo, Corey, happy Friday, man. Yuri, I would have done that too, but then I decided against it to not make other traders feel bad. Yeah, we've all been in that position, man. I think I could have taken 15 million, 10 million, 5 million, something like that. But I started against it. What's your target for a long? It'll be VWAP in this case. Overextension beyond it. I haven't touched it in, you know, what feels like donkey's years, so I'm not in a long. I want to look for a long. It's just a bit tricky to touch at the moment because of how wide we are for these moves. I don't feel comfortable risking more than 20 points on a trade, really. Do you trade ES? No, not really. I don't have anything against trading ES. It's just I don't understand sizing in ES. I always size wrong. Like it just NQ feels natural with the sizing. It's just whenever I trade ES, I'm like, why does my stop feel so big and my take profit feel so small? It just doesn't make any sense for me. And I also like the fact that on NQ, because one tick on ES per mini is like is $12.50, I think. Whereas in this, it's $5. You know, it makes it so much nicer. You do get a bit more slippage on this naturally, but and NQ, I believe, does have higher volume. ES has higher volume per tick, but NQ has a lot more ticks than ES. So I think NQ has higher overall volume in a day. Don't quote me on that, because I might be wrong. I personally feel as if Friday's PA is normally very bad more often than that. What is your opinion? I actually agree. Fridays are my my kryptonite at times. So yeah, I do like to be a bit more careful on Fridays. Mondays can be quite sketchy for me as well at times, but yeah, Fridays are always the one. I think they trip me up more than Mondays because Mondays you're just getting into the week, you're just starting it off, so you're going to be a little bit sort of more passive anyway, and then because the price action is bad, you're more passive naturally. But Fridays, because you might have had an amazing week, and then suddenly you go into Friday and it's like, oh my god, yeah, let's keep it going. And then Friday just gives you a whole load of nothing. You just have that momentum that you feel like you need to push towards, and it just doesn't happen. I usually don't like Mondays. Kind of feel like I'm rusty. Yeah, every time as well. Yeah. The weekend, sometimes the weekend's a blessing. Sometimes it's a curse because like you go through if you have a really bad week, that weekend's a really good reset, and it's like come back next week, reset, I'm ready. Then if you've had a really good week, you're resetting that as well. You kind of wish I could just keep up that momentum over the weekend. Yeah, you get sad for the weekend. Yeah, I agree. Might ruin your positive week and you get sad for the weekend. It's funny. Yeah. Why stop at ES? Let's all trade YM instead. Okay, boomer. Oh, dear, I need more coffee. Right. Righty-ho. Right, this is 800 here. Do I want to be aggressive and try and find a trade right here, right now? Or do I want to wait for VWAP? Why not do both? I'm going to do both. I don't want to do a sell stop. I don't feel comfortable with that here. I'd rather do a sell limit on a break of this up into maybe a retest of 800, but then I probably wouldn't be placing the limit order straight away. I would let it come up and then probably mark it in because I don't want this to be a semi-fake out here. Human Mind, good morning. I hope that's a spelling error. Oh dear. Alright, everyone who's just joined, like the stream. Come on. This might be the last day on the eval. Get it to funded. That's an equal low. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I ain't touching this. Yeah, Ginger. What an endorsement. Don't forget to smash the like button. And subscribe. If you trade London session all the time, I'm going to be here every day. I don't think there's too many London traders out there that are half as good as me. I'm joking. No, I haven't seen too many. It's my accent. Are you doing MNQ or NQ? Full-blown NQ, baby. One whole mini. Let's get it. Looks like we're going for VWAP here. So we overextended beyond VWAP to the downside. Now it feels a little bit, well, very biddy to the upside towards VWAP. Now, is VWAP just going to be a very quick line in the sand for us, in which case limiting in at VWAP is the play? Or is VWAP going to be a full turnaround because we overextended to the upside? Because that is one hell of a move. That's 300 points. Doing London is bonkers as well. Yes, Taki, let's go. Yeah, as we'll end. Damn. I'm transitioning to London because I get too twitchy waiting hours for New York Open. I actually agree. If you are in Europe and you trade the New York Open, if you don't trade before it and you're just sort of sitting down, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, man. You've been itching to get on those charts all day. I know I do. So, yeah. Have you ever used Bookmap by chance? I have. I found it to be very overwhelming, and it did give me more information, but it gave me more information on moves after the fact. Like, I didn't really feel like I was gaining too much from it. That volume profile couldn't tell me anyway. Or, you know, level 2 market data, which I have on this, so. And there's just so many moving things, and there's bubbles and colours, and it's like, whoa. I just start drinking coffee without sugar, and oh man, where I was. Yeah, man, I think this is my third at this point. Crazy reversal, but it happens almost every day. Yeah, but 300 points. I haven't seen that all week. In one move. In 20 minutes, market will probably wake up. Would probably feel like real time. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is pretty hefty volume from us. My volume profile is showing no orders up here. Ever. We're not breaking overnight highs. I think it's because I'm in a different time zone to where this system was built. Okay. How much you need to pass eval? 250. Took that long from 770 for 12 points. Wish I held. You cannot complain about 12 points. You can always get back in. But you can't. It's much harder to reclaim a loss than it is to make more. That's easy work. Don't say that, man. You're going to jinx me. Maybe VWAP will stop the move up. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a VWAP tap and reject to the downside. Downside. Green traders green. Absolutely. You cannot complain. Even 5 points you can't complain about. Corey, what's the biggest difference between London and New York session, man, apart from the volume? Is there things you'll notice? Yeah, New York session. It's less so later on in the day. They behave pretty similarly, but since this market is an American market, the New York session, you get people actually applying positions that they want to trade the Nasdaq. Whereas London session, you tend to find it's more hedging, and so you tend to find it's more trendy as well. So it tends to hold these sort of trends for much longer, like, you know, 5 minute, whee, let's just go up, and before that, whoa, let's just go down for ages and ages and ages. So I find London a bit calmer, and it's not that dangerous to get involved in. Whereas New York session, it's much more volatile and it can be more dangerous to get involved in. But then again, it's less consistent during New York. I find every open is pretty different from the last one, and it's kind of the same on London, but it kind of has the same characteristics every day. What number is your VWAP at? I can't read it. It is at 28,849. Is the quality all right on the stream? Let me just check it. Oh yeah, with the chat open, you can't read that, to be fair. I've noticed this on Matt's stream as well. I think YouTube's added some new compression thing. Oh, now I've broken my... There we go. Okay, bouncing off 800 here, kind of pushing back down a little bit. Break of this low, I want to get short at 805. Let's have a look. Oh, we're going to get a little bit back into it. It's too early for me to trade, so let's play poker. I actually need to ask Matt if I can do that on stream. I feel like that's just... London is very continuous, and New York Open seems like it's just looking for everyone's stops. Then once that happens, then you get a move. Exactly. Exactamundo. Yeah. NQ looks for... New York Open looks for liquidity. It's because of the amount of size that's going into the markets all at once, you know? So the market has to hunt for these stops. That's all the stock market is, really. It's an algorithm that allows people to buy and sell without meeting each other. So it constantly is looking to introduce buyers and sellers to one another at the same price. Let's try and not start the day off with a loser. See if we can get a little drop here. I want to be quite quick with the break even. That's too quick. Not doing that there. Do we have... Why is that moved? Do we have any liquidity? No, we got room to the downside. Let's go for a break-even move there. I'm not willing to hold this too much mess. Because it is looking a little bit biddy now, so I'm okay with the break-even stop out, even if the trade would have worked. It's giving me this sort of impression that it wants a few more higher points here. Yeah, there we go. And no slippage, which is really nice to see. Okay. London is very continuous. New York Open is like, yeah. Do you have a time span in which your trades have been most successful, highest win rate? Yes, but I think that's not down to the market. I think that's down to the fact that my trades tend to work best when I just get to the charts. I think that's just because I get tired after a while. Of course, sellers step up once I get out of that trade, but that's fine. Yeah. So our trader recently transitioned to trading only the Asia session from the New York Open. Yeah, man. It's crazy, isn't it? Do you have the code to that algo? Oh, do you mean the... Yeah, I do, yeah. Conco, he is Enigma. Yeah. Do you pay for level 2 data via prop firms? Yeah, I do. I also have it through Denali as well. But through Apex, I pay for it through them. Tradeify, through Rhythmic, they don't have the option to do it, so you have to have your own data stream, which is Denali. Do you play chess? Yes, not very well. Do you mostly look for bounces or rejections of session highs and lows? I don't mostly do anything, but I do absolutely look for bounces of session highs and lows. That's just one of the setups. I like the more setups that are easy to understand and clean to use on the chart, the happier I am, because then it means I am much more inclined to ignore a setup if it doesn't look perfect. if I know there's something else to wait for. If you've only got one setup that you look for every single day and it doesn't look like it's going to work and you take it anyway, it's just going to bleed you dry. What's your strategy? I don't really have a strategy. It's more look at places on the chart. Like Ginger was saying, Asia highs, Asia lows, London highs, London lows. Obviously, we're in London, so that doesn't really count. Look for levels that you're interested in. That was a good stop out, actually, there, break even. Look for levels that I'm interested in and trade off of them. Wait for confirmation every time. Every time. Cheers, Ghostly. I'd try my best. The thing is, before I started streaming, I used to do this anyway. I'd read it out loud, what I'm seeing, because then it makes it much easier for you to understand. And I actually recommend a lot of people do the same. Just, you know, if you're looking at a trade and you feel a little bit overwhelmed and you're just internalizing the whole thing, speak it out loud. If you're in a cafe, you'll definitely get some weird looks, but it's worth it. What's your social media account? I actually need to make one. I will be making one, and I will pop it in here. I'll make an Instagram one. For now, I'll just be on Trades by Matt, but I will make one. This is my first week. Baby steps. Do you even look for highs and lows on this straight drop? Just Asia is easy liquidity, no real high or low that I want to look at. Really? That's Asia's low. That was a pretty good bounce. I didn't catch it, but just saying. They need liquidity for me. Perfect bounce. Yeah, that literally just wanted to seek the liquidity up there. My stop loss would have become some liquidity. Really glad I broke even that. We're double bottoming this here. I think I'd rather look for a long out of this. How does it feel to become an instant celebrity on tubes? Feels great. Nah, it feels pretty normal, to be fair. It was definitely daunting on the first stream. I was like looking at the start stream button knowing as soon as I press that, there's like 100 people who are going to be seeing my face. Up. Felt normal pretty quickly. I don't like that double one at all. The EMAs, as I was explaining yesterday, they're still pointing upwards. Which leads me to believe we are going to bid, even though we're struggling at 800 here. I would love to see a bid out of this. Into VWAP, ideally. So maybe if I can try and catch a long out of this. Very quickly pass the account, switch over to my Apex funded, and then take a short off of VWAP. That would be juicy. That would be very juicy. How's everyone else doing? Has anyone else taken a trade yet? I know Yuri said he took one. Taki said he took one. God, I had way too much coffee this morning. I am wired. Let's have some more. Do you think it wants to hit midnight price? When you say midnight price, do you mean Asia's open at Central Time? Sorry, no, midnight price. Midnight. Asia's open is midnight British time. No trade yet. How do you like your coffee? It's nice. Yeah, it's very nice. No, midnight time, Eastern time, US. What's so special about that? Which would be, what, 1 a.m.? So that's Asia's close, right? No, 1:30 was Asia's close. It's the low. here? It would be 1 a.m., wouldn't it? Or it'd be 11. 11. It would be 11, wouldn't it? I mean, that's basically VWAP. So. Long at 788, BE stop is deployed. What a sensational entry. Really good. Really, really nice. I didn't even see that. Very good. I might be interested in 92 here. What I'd do, I would mark it into this if we do start getting some buyers step up. Or even the buy stop through here. Like, that's interesting to me, actually. With a sort of just a tap of that prior high. I'm open to a double top. And to be honest, it doesn't matter anyway. I think that's a pass regardless. Up 750 on my demo combine. Oh, filled long. Get some momentum on this push up. Start of new day for New York. Yeah. Oh, that's nasty. Hang on a minute. I should probably risk to the lows, though. I'm open to that. I meant, how do you take your coffee? Oh, black. Unless I'm going to a fancy cafe. EMAs are still printing long, man. I have faith in this. It's just we might take out the lows there. Yeah, we did. At least I didn't get any slippage on that. That's alright. It's always the way. Come really close to passing an eval, and then naturally that last trade is always going to be a loser. But we'll get there. Up 750. One echo. GG's. Very, very nice. I was hoping we'd sort of... The idea on this trade was... We were kind of we tested that prior wick, which was good. We were bidding off of it. We cracked this little consolidation here. I thought if we break that prior high on the 22 range, we're probably going to catch some momentum, maybe into this last high. I thought we'd form like a wedge, so, you know, well, an inverse wedge, I guess. Not that that inverse wedge actually means anything, but... Wanted to catch a bit more momentum there. That might be a dirty stop out, actually. Might just run for it now. Midnight price is around 900. Oh, of course, yeah, that's the open. Yeah, 909. Checking at the close. GG's, Ghostly. Very nice. If we do catch a bid, I'm fully up for getting back into this trade. Maybe get a slightly better entry as well. We'll see. 800 is becoming a... It's a bit of a line in the sand. I'm not going to do another buy stop order because A, the risk is quite wide. B, we are sort of expanding here. Morning, Boton. How are you? How are you? Took a short at 824. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's exactly why I didn't want to do the buy stop there. I don't think I'd have got filled, but... No, I wouldn't have been, but still. Chilling. That's good to hear. Right, everyone like the stream. I need mercy likes, pity likes for that loser. That's the first time I think we started this week red. Less than ideal, but it's okay. Passed 5 Tradeify accounts yesterday. I don't think I will activate them though. Why not? It's free, isn't it? It's free. Along at around 750 volume there. Interesting. If we do just continue to drop from here, that's what I'd be looking at. Drop to 720 possible. 720, that's quite a distance. I mean, it's definitely possible, but I don't think I'd be looking for longs around 720, personally. You might be absolutely right, just a flash of that lower retest of Asia's low. It's got sound reading. Yeah. Yeah, but this week wasn't so good to me. I don't want to trade them on a Friday while the week is bad. That's true. Yeah. Friday kryptonite, baby. Hate it sometimes. Okay, let's look at... Delta's just a rage beta, man. It's just telling me that buyers are stepping in, and I just know they're not, and it means I'm not going to take a short. EMAs are flipping here, which interestingly enough they didn't do on this prior pullback. Volume to the downside. See what I mean? Delta shows buyers. Instant dump. Delta talked me out of taking that. That's the reason I didn't do it. I'm so tempted to go for like 90. We're getting a slight bit off 80 here. I say slight. A big boy bid off 80. Can we break the highs? Right, Nightbot, spam the chat. Oh, now I just want to long it. This is so tricky, man. What are we doing here? Gonna have to wait a little bit, I think. I think I'd rather wait for that, as I said earlier, wait for that VWAP trade. And then I'm just gonna have to trust VWAP because this is pretty dicey. Not along at 28,784. GC. Good call. Sound a little FOMO-ish. You're right. I'm learning to take profit. That taking profit quickly is the play for me at the on the overnight. Yeah. I play guitar too. I do. Yeah. Got ambushed by hourly. Oh yeah, 12 o'clock, of course. Ryan, how we doing? Good morning. The only thing that concerns me about VWAP is like chop not too far below it. It could just be building momentum to just fly straight through it, you know? Play something one day. I will. I need to figure it out because I've got filters on this mic that cut out background noise. I tested it. It cuts it out completely, so I'm going to have to get something that can input it into the PC. Either that or play it at a volume that my neighbors would not appreciate. Maybe 780. Yeah, just as I said that, you Let's look at this. I mean, it is a very, very scary long. Not catching a bid. Getting rowdy already on stream. Yes. Up 800 on 10 Apex evals. That is juicy. Leaving for glamping weekend with wifey. Best of luck, guys, and have a great weekend. GG's, Mad Mike. GG's. That is really nice. There you go. There's a crack. Notice his lordship. Are you talking about Kane? I'm looking forward to that. Midnight price. Asia high and Asia low. Never actually heard of the midnight price thing before. I'll look into it. 9.10 I think it is today. Upsetting neighbours. Yeah. Right, me and chat were having a screaming match. No, yeah. I will do it one day. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do it. ICT thing for midnight open. Oh, it's an ICT thing. I'm not doing it anymore then. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I was saying earlier, he's arguably the best prop firm trader in the world since he's got the biggest payout, so. Nice one. Isn't Kane trading ICT? I actually don't know. I've never really... I just know he's good. He might be. Yeah, actually, yeah. Hit the thumbs up button, man. I'm buzzing right now. I will jump through those screens and press it for you. I want to find a long, but it is just really scary to do that right now. Only first hour of hour 4, Koneko. That's interesting. I'd be really curious to hear what he has to say later on. Yeah, anyone watching this, you'll be automatically pushed into that stream when that starts. Trader Kane, biggest prop firm payout in history, 2.4 million. Imagine the taxes he paid on that. Lost 2k long from 817. Ah. It is what it is. My fund is still up 3k. Juicy. Survival is important. If you are consistently profitable, then you can just size up as much as you want. So raw numbers, I feel like, don't say as much. Yeah, I actually agree, Yuri. Points are most important. That's why I like to talk about most of my trades in points. It's just the number does sound better. Especially since I'm on 1 mini. Yeah, so that was only a loser of, what, 12.5 points? Yeah. I want to catch another one. It's just, this is a bit temperamental. We broke that low. We might be catching a bid here. Maybe a short off of 70. Maybe a long off of 60. Who knows? Amateur, I have 4 billion in my account. Photon. Don't make me bring out Linda. Just saying. Ginger up $80 on eval. Let's go. Easy work. GG's. G to the G. Right. I can't beat Linda or Remote. No, no one can. They're like an act of God. Ah. Thought. Ah. Really? Lid. Led app. That's a word. Lenap. I've no idea. Is leper? Lene. I've no idea. I can't think. I want to double bottom. I literally cannot touch this move. I will die. You were supposed to come back runner. I was supposed to short at VWAP. Learning to be patient and not chase missed moves. I did the same thing. I wanted VWAP. I took a short here, a long here, so it didn't work. Debbie, what plans do we have for the weekend? You going to a pub this evening to watch the boys bring home a trophy? I really want to see the third place trophy. It's just a rub in the... I haven't got an R boat on. It's just a rub in the face, isn't it, Ryan? I'll watch it. But preferably from really far away. Can't lose to the French. Don't say that, because we will now lose to the French. You know we will. Ugh. I feel like there's a dia. Is a left legia. Lega. Four years of listening to talk about it. Can't have it. Yeah. Knock them down to fourth. I'm newer to watching World Cups. Do teams show up for the third place or just mail it in? What do you mean mail it in? What, you mean work from home? Leggy, but I've got an A, Azralan. Right. I'm going to use the bathroom very quickly. I'm going to leave this on the screen and I want people to think about it. And then hopefully we'll have a long opportunity after that. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Right. The power of walking away, man. I've just realised there's no reason to rush this because I can always catch the trade that I always talk about, the 7 a.m. to 7:15 Central Time level. So I'm going to look for that when that comes out. Oh, no, you mean like half-arse it? Ah, I see. No, I think they'll put in effort. They want it. The English want it anyway. The French might not be that fussed, but they should do. Gonna go long on 723. Okay. Oh, the Asia low. Yeah. Leggy. No way. I also think there's a chance that this might be Harry Kane's last World Cup. I think he's going to pull out all the stops because he wants a decent position for it. Oh, has she been cheeky and done like she wouldn't do that, would she? Nah, I don't think so. Tomorrow going to be a fun match with the Springboks versus Wales. Maybe England will beat Argentina this time in rugby. It's not even a contest. Of course we will. King David. I think you're onto something there. Oh, you genius. Please tell me that was a guess. You didn't just go there and do it and Google it. You absolute legend. Unless you cheated. What is your base strategy named? Doesn't have a name. Do you want me to name it? My base strategy is called Michael. I just look at the chart, analyze. You got volume, you got VWAP, Asia lows, you've got ranges. Just look at all of those and where do I think price is going to react? On a pullback of a trend, show a little bit of confirmation, then I place a trade based on that. That's my strategy in a nutshell. And yeah, it's called Michael now. We have Wordle, kind of hard golf anymore. I just did Wordle. Yeah, kind of hard golf. I did it early. I did put it early on in the stream. Yeah, you'll see how I trade. Like this was a. This is what I like to call a stupid trade. No, I'm joking. Actually, it was sound. The idea was completely sound. I expected us to push up higher from here after a little break of liquidity, so I placed a buy stop order. It filled the buy stop and then just went for new lows. This was a break-even trade I took. I wanted to short it. We didn't get much continuation, so I put the stop break-even, and then we hit it, and it was a good stop out because my stop was up here before, and I would have been flushed. There we go. Some sellers stepping in now. You're very welcome, Alec. My strategy is called French Love. King David, maybe this is your day. You should start firing trades off. Yuri, you're rubbing it in at this point. Right, let's have a look at some trades that people have taken today. Right, Taki, another base hit long. Off of 780? 784. Oh, yeah. Really nice. Really nice. And you can see counter trend trades absolutely work. Yuri has got one here as well. Absolutely nailed that. 20 points off the 20s. Really nice. Almost a bottom tick entry. That is amazing. GG to you, Yuri. Taki with another base hit. Another little retest to 720 there. It's two trades at the same level, isn't it? Oh, no, that was 780. Really, really nice. Love to see that. Love to see winners. I want to see some losers in here as well. I see. Yeah. Wedge on 15-minute. Yeah, nice. And then Yuri took a really nice short yesterday. Oh my god, you must have felt the burn there. That was yesterday at 17:41. So that's, what, 3 hours after the New York Open? Like it. Okay, let's have a look. I feel like strategies are nonsense, to be honest. It really comes down to just looking at price action, seeing what the market is doing, and get in unison with it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's quite good to be able to write them down and know what it is you're doing. But at the same time, after you do it for a long time, it kind of just becomes intuition. And then if you ask a really good trader what their strategy is, they don't come back and say, oh, it's ICT concepts you can do. They usually go into like, I kind of look for this, and then if this happens, I do that. And it's like, you know, and they're trying to reverse engineer it in their head, because naturally you look at the chart and just go, I like that price. I'm on buffer stage of my Take Profit Trader account, so too nervous to commit to trades. Yeah, I actually understand that entirely. Okay, we're coming into the 720s here, 723. We've already bounced it once. Are we going to bounce it again? Confirmation, 25 points maybe we can look for on this. Back into this sort of range here, just cracking that high. I'm not going to just place a limit order. As per usual, I want to wait for confirmation on this move. And I want to see us bid up from here. Right, let's see how many likes I get. 61, that is piss poor, come on. Everyone smash that like button. I'm here every morning. I want to get more people in here. The more viewers I get, the more accounts I can give away. The more likes I can get, the more viewers I get. Etc, etc, etc. It's a trail effect. First week on. Even though I'm red so far, we're going to ignore that. A slight bid up just above the 720 level we're eyeing up here. That doesn't fill me with confidence. That usually means we're probably going to crack through it a little bit. Jack, that is really bad timing. If you ask a really good trader and then just 2 adverts pop up, go back and watch it if you're interested. You should be able to rewind it. I'll wait for you. 95% of my strat is simply just buying the lows and selling the highs. Everything else is discretion. That's interesting, Yuri. A lot of traders do the opposite. They sell the lows and buy the highs. Only blame. $155 people in here and only 70 likes still. Let's see what we can do. What time will Trader Kane come on? He's coming on in about just over 2 hours now. 8:30 Central Time. You'll be automatically pushed into that as soon as this stream ends at the same time. So just hang about and you'll be able to see Trader Kane join in. And good morning, FX Louise. Or Lewis. I think Louise. I'm tempted to get short here. I'm going to mark it in. Oh. What happened? Okay. Man. I literally just went to mark it in. Why the hell did that not fill? I must have been clicked on Chrome or something because my hotkey didn't work. That's annoying. Oh well. Where did that S go then? It's weird. Good morning, friends of Indigo. Oh, maybe a retest. 40 down into 20. That's 20 points. It just doesn't feel worth it for the risk right now, especially since we're not doing it with much aggression. I was kind of hoping this trade would have more momentum anyway. So I would have been short right now from 46, 47 down into 20. But Yeah, exactly, Rodrigo. That is a sign. I don't know why I didn't do that, because normally when I press my hotkey, because one of the buttons is S, I'll see an S on like the screen over here, and there's nothing. Whoa. Where'd that bid come from? Just clicked in the 1 minute and it disappeared. So yeah, when it goes to strategies, honestly, just time on the charts. It should be a strategy. Learn a strategy by name, practice it, trade it. After a while of trading it, you'll start to notice things. You'll start to repeat those things. There will be times when you don't want to take the trade and you don't quite know why. That's when you know you're understanding it properly. Anyone can follow instructions. Are we gonna... Random. This is exactly... It didn't go to TP, would have been a break even or a full stop out, so... Thank God the mysterious powers that be stopped me from getting my short entry filled. We're only at 73 likes, guys. Come on, I want to crack at least 150. We got to 270 yesterday. Whoa. Whoa. Someone just bought. Fred had my back yesterday. He can't do it 2 days in a row, surely. Where's the just do it guy? He is coming back out. Let's do it. We should be, Jacob. Thank you. If you guys want accounts to give away more frequently, you have to hit the like. You have to show me some commitment so that I can... Some commitment, not some commitment. That sounds... Show me some love and I'll do it back. I'll return the favour. Tenfold. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a... No, I get burned too many times on a greedy entry. Let's see if I can look for that. Oh, come on. I just don't do it, guy. We do, actually. That's a good point. I missed by a tick. I'm going to pull this up. Downsize my risk a little bit. That would be the trade that I'm interested in. Let's see here. What's my balance, actually? Just under... I hate it. It's so hard to get into some of these trades sometimes. Oh well. The hourly wick test was perfect. Where is this hourly wick test at? What hourly wick test? Oh, that one there. At 34. Exactly that, Taki. The more likes, more accounts, more giveaways, more payouts, more streams, more money to you, to everyone. And it costs you nothing. And it helps a brother out, you know? Right, in the meantime of this... Are we struggling here at 50? No? Okay. Just do it. See if we can see a little bit of this 5 minutes still. Pull this across ever so slightly. There we go. Made room. Wow, we are struggling at 50. No way. I wasn't quite expecting it, but it is very welcome. I mean, the wick test is holding us for now, so let's see if I can get a little fill here. Tighten up my risk. I'm filled long at 53 and a quarter. That's the prior high of this little consolidation move. This is quite an aggressive trade, so I want to see some kind of follow through pretty quick. I'm going to be very on it with the break even. I might just get a dirty stop out. We'll see, but Delta's showing buyers. We tested an hourly wick test, which is very nice. I might get stopped out, but I still like the longs around this area, so I'll absolutely stand by it every single time. But as we said already, Fridays are just a challenging day for me. So it's looking like a bit of a stop out. That's okay. No slippage on the day, though. That's exactly what we're looking for. Happens. Happens, happens, happens. It's always the last day of the eval. The day when you get really close and then all of a sudden your trades can't work. The Tory trades trend line was too strong for longs. Apparently. Yeah, I've got to give a little bit back. I've had too good of a week. This account's been green, 287. I think what I'll do for this account today, if there's another good trade that prints for me, I will take it. 100%. I didn't give that enough room, realistically, on the stop side. That does look like a dirty stop. You're absolutely right. Oh, it's tricky. I'm in 1 mini, so... And there'll be 1 mini per account. At the moment, I've just got the one, but I will be adding more to this upon the first payout. It might be a dirty stop out for a move to the upside. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I gave that enough room. Like, that's testing the prior open, which we didn't do because this is that prior candle, and then moving along, we literally opened and instantly tested the prior open. Now we're dumping, so that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Funny, funny. Leicester coming in with a juicy trade here. Right, he took a short. What was his idea? He put a message on it. Failed to break previous wick, shorter than rejection on new 1 minute candle. Very nice. How many points is that? That's it's like 40, isn't it? GG's. Chat, drop a GG's for Leicester. That's very nice. Quite glad to see. At least you guys are making money. Man, I had a king and he had a king, and I had 2 king and he had a king and queen. On flop, it was king, queen, and 10. I call in, and so did he, and he wins. My trade is bring front run short upside from here, I think. Went long from a stat at 780. $780 is quite high up. Are you in 30 points of drawdown right now? No, I win, man. I had full house. Oh, I see. How did you have a full house if it was a king, queen, 10? Was there another queen that popped out, or another 10? You had 2 kings. You had the 3 kings, but you needed another 2. No? I had 2 king, and on flop it was king, queen, and 10. Full house. Am I getting this wrong? Isn't a full house like 3 kings and then 2 queens? So you'd need another queen on the thing, no? Oh, this long looks so good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 3 of a kind, no? Oh, it's 50. Yeah, 50. Come on, 50. Last stab of the London, I reckon, here. Let's go for 50. I don't need 50. I need like that, no? I need less than that. I'm just going to put my TP where I need. Yeah, about there. This might be greedy, but I can't risk too much on this. Let's wait for confirmation. Let's wait for confirmation, actually. It's not full house and how I win. Well, where was... yeah, what was the other pair? What was the full... what do you call it? The river? Yeah, if you didn't have another pair, then I think it's... yeah, you just had a 3 of a kind, which 3 of a kind kings is just a strong hand. Full house would be 3 kings and then 2 queens. Yeah, so it was just a 3 of a kind, I think, human mind. Because he had a 2 pair, you had 3 of a kind. I think 3 of a kind is the rarer hand to have in that case. Okay, that would be me filled long at 50 if I had... Or would it? Was it 52 or 50 I had? Yeah, 3 of a kind. Still a good hand. 3 of a kind kings is incredible, but... Refreshing. Right, how many likes do we have? I want to break 200 today. 89 is just abysmal. Come on, man. Everybody smash the like button. Absolutely everybody. No, 3 pair isn't a full house. A 3 pair and then another pair is a full house. So if you had 3 kings, so you had 2 kings and then there was a king on the flop, you had 3 of a kind, and then there was a queen as well. If another queen had come out on the river, then you'd have had a full house. Got break even long from 28751. Yeah. That's about what I wanted to do as well. I want to see us kind of retest 50 here. Buyers are stepping up. We're kind of pulling back a little bit, but based on the fact that we haven't cracked that high, I think we've got long side potential. Look at this. The 5 minute is just brutal right now. We've got like... Prior open gets tested. We bid. the same thing happens again. 3 of a kind. Sorry. Yeah, I'll fly to Austin and do it. That'd be good fun. On Matt's table, playing some poker. Thank you, Maximilian. Thank you very much. Market feels like it's starting the barcode. Yeah, a little bit. We're in a volume lull. Some people want a bid, some people want a short. It's quite a pullback. I want to long this, man. I absolutely want to long this. I really want to get long here. I mean, the 15-minute, we've got a doji, 50% retrace to the wick, and we're building off that now. 5-minute, test a prior open. Yeah, we're struggling to break higher right now, but I think the overall direction we are looking at this moment is long. And I want to try and get long around here. Don't watch me. No, if you have two, if you have a pair and on board there's a pair, that's just a 2 pair. You have to have a 3 of a kind and a pair. Everyone turn your head. Why? You don't like my long? I like my long. Not in it yet, but I'm hoping to be in it shortly. So anywhere around here until 40. If I see a rejecting 22 range candle, I'm going to mark it in. It might still want to go 720. It might. But look, I'm willing to risk down to about here. So that would be 20 points. Ooh, that would be 20 points. I don't like that. We're starting to reject a little bit. We've still got some sellers in play. Yeah, I am. Don't worry. Yeah. That's it for me. I'm in long. This might be nasty. In which case, Friday just really isn't my day. This might get nasty. No! Oh, God. Oh, well. I am having a real stinker this morning. This is all of the good luck that I had yesterday on that trade where Fred was a legend. All of that's gone now. Now we're at 720. Literally. Oh, did you just get a break even on that, Taki? I am firing off a lot of trades today, to be fair. I keep on longing it as well, and the longs don't seem to be working. The shorts seem to be working. Every trade I've done long has been stopped out with no chance of a break even. That one wasn't right. That one wasn't right. I keep on getting long quite high up, but to be fair, I don't tend to have a problem with that because it's already kind of confirmed itself already. It would have run the prior high. I was tempted to risk that prior low there, but I'm really glad I didn't. Which is higher, a full house or a flush? Full house, I think. I think. This 5 minutes about to close after rejecting 720. Am I trying to catch a knife here, or what is going on? I'm really surprised that we cracked that prior low on the 15 minute. That's what I was kind of trading off there. Maybe a retest of Asia's low. Maybe. Oh god, yeah, Matt. It's so nice to be in a proper camp right now. And an eval. At least I yeah, I've got room in the account, so I'm not too concerned about it. Oh yeah, can you get him on the phone? Because I don't think he's paying attention right now. He's doing me dirty. Don't worry, guys. Matt's getting Fred on the line. Jamie, go all in, man. You can win a free account on Matt's stream. I'm trying to prove discipline and consistency here. Fred's the market maker, yeah. Yeah, human mind. I'm trying to prove that you can first try account from eval to funded to payout. Don't listen to the devil, Jamie. What's that? Full port? 10 contracts long? Yeah, sure. Oh my god. Did you guys hear that? Sorry if you did. Yeah, I don't think you did, to be fair, but... Oh, that... Oh, how would this look? That is just... Oh, that's revolting, but... It's so tempting. So tempting. Equal highs up there. I mean, I'm kind of anticipating a bid all the way up. A retest is interesting as well. Okay, everyone's talking. I think you're trying to catch the bottom in a reversal. You reckon? No. That would have been me filled long. I'd rather get a retest of 30 here. Take the trade off and it just goes. To be fair, I think I would still be in this for quite a while, so let's see how this actually plays out. Yes, another long. Just get 2 evals and go long and one short and the other, and you are bound to get a winner. Ginger, I think you're the first person ever to think about that. You're aiming for 790. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I am keen on this kind of move here. Sort of a bid up off of can't do it. That's too far of a push up. If this turns around up here, it's just confirming a move to the downside. It's testing the prior open here. Look, if we reject here, if we break that little push below 40, then shorts are in play, so we'll have to see. You can be right in both directions. I'd be break even right now on this at 32. If it tops out here, 640 candle didn't sweep. Not a fan for that long. Yeah, you can be. Thing is, of the market, you can be wrong and right at the same time. We did crack that prior low. I'm talking myself into a short now. I think it's the coffee. I think it's all the coffee I've had today. This might be just like the dirtiest stream ever in terms of P&L at the end of it, but let's have a look. Voices are getting louder. My voice or the voices in your head? I know, I think I am talking myself into it, but I like it. Oh, okay, Instafill. Is that where I went to place it? Interesting. Okay. Let's have a think. I don't like the absence of liquidity height there. Come on, market. You can't give me... How many stop outs is it now? 1, 2, 3. This would be 4. So... Fred isn't that mean. He's not that cruel. Perfect. Now, my nervous brain right now is telling me to go break even on this trade. My sensible brain is telling me to not go break even on this trade. I'm going to go break even on this trade. Nah, man, this is... I'm shorting it to 0. 100%. I don't know. Let's have a looky think here. So I was down 750, so I need about 1,000 to pass this. I need about, according to this, I need 1,050. Let's have a look at 1,060 then. Oh, all right. Never mind. I do think this has got room. It's just, are we going to get break even? Yes, we are. It's fine. I'm happy with that. What that actually was a $10 trade there. That was a full TP of $10. Ah. Fred is showing you the finger. Maybe he didn't mean to give me that TP yesterday, so he's trying to take it back. But he's overdone it. The Monopoly man is coming in now. Oh, dear. You better bid from here, or else I won't be happy. You better go to the moon. Don't just seek my break-even stop, and then you think it'd be long for the day. There is currently a battle going on for direction off of this move. That was a retest of the prior candles open. Looks like we're going to be bidding off of that. I think whichever direction this candle closes in, it's the direction we're going to keep on going in. Time to bring out the box breathing technique. Oh, hold. Now I feel lightheaded. Matt was right. What an accent, Jamie. Try my best. This is fake accent. I'm actually hardcore American. America, baby. Morning, Zach, though. Good morning. Matt did I think that's what it is. Matt called Fred, waking him up, got a bit irritated, got on his laptop and just started going, right, there's a stop loss, let's go for that. America. I'll eat beans on toast one day on the stream. Right, how many likes are we getting? This is abysmal behavior. No trades, no likes. 102. We just cracked 100. Okay, that's better. I'll give you that. But come on, more. 160 people watching. More. Are longs in play? What do we think? What do we think? Have you been to the US, and if so, where did you visit? How was the experience? I haven't been to the US. Sorry. Go more posh, Jamie. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. I'm holding 1 MQ long from 29,200. What should I do? Maybe wait to see if a big pump day, or that is. Did you just buy at the overnight open, at the Globex Open? What, even one micro? You must be down like $1,000 at this point. So 100 points on a micro is $200, and we're down from there about 500 points. So yeah, $1,000 you must be down at this point. Harry Potter. If hourly candle closes strong bearish, longs are still suspect. Potentially. Buying a couple of micros at 28.79, 25. Uh, 69.25. That's not great. Yeah, airplanes. Getting a flight now is just, it's remortgaging the house money. What did Tom say? Yeah. Well, I don't think it's gambling. I think it's just, that is just a pure. Well, it depends actually. Was your entry literally at the open of the overnight? Matt studied supply chain. What's his thought on shipping prices lately? Well, I wish I could answer that question for you, Marissa. However, as much as Matt might have studied supply chain, Jamie didn't. Ask him in the stream. I'm sure he'll be keen to answer. Do you have any giveaway today? I need to... I need to all in. No, human minds. I don't have a giveaway. I'm very sorry, man. I think this is a straight reversal. Can I get in at 42? This will be my last trade of the London session if this just goes horribly wrong, to be honest. Just a little retest would be nice. A little No, you came so close. You came so close. Actually, what do we think? What do we think, honestly? Slow grind down? Nah. I don't think so. I think we are actually looking at bids now. Even though Delta isn't showing it, they'll pick up. Do I want to give this the risk it needs? Oh, okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna risk to here, and I'm gonna eat the stop if I get stopped in the trade, and then I'm gonna be open to getting long again if we reject before a crack of this prior low down here, because I don't feel comfortable giving that the full risk. That's the plan. So this stop out is okay. Even though the P&L isn't looking healthy for the day, the stop out for me is okay because I'm open to getting back in long a little bit lower if we don't catch a bid, which we might be here. Or maybe not. It's fine. We're probably going to get a dirty stop out here. Well, not a dirty stop out, just a stop out. And then we can probably look for a long somewhere a little bit lower. I was narrating for my own benefit, to be honest, Koneko. It's a shame we never hit VWAP earlier on. That's the trade I was really interested in. I was really keen on that. Man, seriously? Are we just going to chop here? You didn't even hit it. I mean, you're about to, but... How did I get slipped when the bottom tick, the bottom of that wick, didn't even touch where that said it filled? I'm trading a 50k. Didn't catch a bid. That's why I wasn't willing to risk that low. Because I was open to getting back long at about 30 if we were going to reject, but we're just not. Okay. I can't find a direction today. Sir David Attenborough of Trading. Here we have the sloth price action. It's the worst price action we've ever seen in history. It causes thoughts of self-harm and... We shouldn't say that on stream. Yeah, I know. When you trade minis on no volume. I've had a really good week this week. It's just I'm not catching any kind of life on my trades. And it's so typical how close I was to passing this account this morning. I'm still, like, the thing is, we're currently forming that opening range that I always talk about. The 7 a.m., 7:15. We're literally forming that right now. Who changed to the BBC documentary? So this is a level that I always look for during the New York. I always look for about 50 points on it. So even if all of this goes wrong, I probably shouldn't on a day like today. Like, you know, let me check my Tradeify because I can't remember if the end of day drawdown follows you when you're beyond 2k. Let me have a quick look. It does follow you when you're in 2k. That's fine. That tends to be the case with evals. So realistically, I've got $1,000 left to draw down. I'm not concerned about it. Today was really unlucky so far. I don't think I can bring myself to take another trade during the New York. During the London. I shouldn't during New York. So I think what I'm going to do for today is this. I'm going to fill up my glass of water, which should be, I'm gone for 1 minute. Don't panic. Don't go anywhere whilst I do that. I'm going to come back and then I'm going to be switching over to my Apex funded account, which has enough drawdown for me to not worry. And it also is very nice to see the all daily P&L just flat reset. And then what we'll do is we'll come back next week on this account and we'll be happy that we're in the money. We only need $1,300 next week to pass it. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. 5-point stabs lower. Yeah, I don't have the mental capacity to take 5-point stabs. I'm going to move away from this account today. It's not going to do me any favors to keep on trading it. I'm going to stay on the stream. Don't worry, Taki. But I'm going to move over to my Apex funded account and see if I can't get some life in it. And I'm going to fill up my glass of water. I will be back in 1 second. Don't go anywhere. And like the stream whilst I'm gone. Right. Okay. I filled my glass of vodka. I mean water. Oops, I'm caught here. Right, I'm going to switch over to the Apex account now. Where do I find that? Where is it? There you are. Okay. Let me just very quickly get this logged in. Let's switch to Frankfurt, since we're going to be going into the New York Open at some point as well. Right. Okay. Oh my god! As if by magic, I'm now flat on the day. Whoa! No trades so far. The account is looking fantastic. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh dear. Yeah. What I actually did when I went full screen is I actually shorted this entire move and just brought my account balance back to break even. But I did it off camera so you can't see it. Right. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's full port my Apex. So what are we set at now? I plan to take a payout tonight on this account. The account's set at 3.8k on this. I wasn't actually going to show this on stream, but to be fair, I haven't noticed a big difference between my on-stream trading versus my off-stream, so I'm happy to do it. Nice one, Walk. I'm quite the magician. Want to watch me make this eval disappear? The account is still fine. My mindset on making this switch is that Tradeify account still has 1.8, 1.7k profit in it. So going into next week, we don't need to, the account's looking good. We can ignore the drawdown, to be honest, because who cares about that? We've still got over $1,000 of it anyway. We will start fresh, take Friday as a big fat L, and move on. I wanted to pass it today. I think that's probably the reason that I was losing, because I wanted to pass it. It happens. So we'll try and make a bit of money here on this Apex funded for the day. I've also got a 50% consistency rule in this. The Tradeify is 40%. This is 50%. So we'll have a looky, see if we can catch some trades here. This is kind of respecting the 1 standard deviation kind of formed a confirming pattern here, but I just think the sell side power is quite strong right now, so we'll probably break through it. We'll see. I'll try and catch another 1 or 2 trades here. If they're straight losers on the apex, then I'm 100% calling it a day after this stream. 650s. Yeah, there's a wick there. You could just size up a little and make it all back in one trade. What an excellent idea. I've always heard good results from doing that. Price action feels kind of springy right now. Gonna wait a few minutes. I agree. It does feel a little bit light and airy, doesn't it? Like cotton candy right now. Or as we call it, candy floss. I prefer cotton candy though, to be fair. Candy floss sounds like something you get from the dentist. Right, how many likes we got? Let's have a quick cheeky peek. Don't disappoint. 117. Not good enough. I want at least 100 more by the end of this. Prove to me that you like the giveaways and that I should do more of them by liking the stream. If you like the stream, then I clearly know you want giveaways. And I'll arrange for more in the future. We're just sort of hovering around VWAP here. Zach, Jamie, are you also addicted to Alani, or don't you? I actually have never heard of Alani until I saw Matt drinking it. We don't have a lot of the same drinks in this country that you have. You got your whole family in here. Let's go. This is a generational stream now. I really want to see a drop. No, sorry, a bid. 650 is interesting, you're right. 660 is also interesting, but there's no volume there. Not to mention, we do have that news coming out at in 18 minutes. It's not significant news, but it's enough to maybe shake us off a little bit, which is just less than ideal. Yeah, what time is it in Lithuania? I'm gonna guess. Is it like 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Obviously. Or was it 4? $3 p.m. Nice one. Are we going to bid from here? Buyers are on the tape. Confirmation has not been good this morning. I think it's more my perspective of confirmation has not been good this morning. Are we going to make new lows here? Are we going to make new lows here? God, my English is looking me up now. What an excellent question, Zach. Do you speak Russian in Lithuania? Buyers are stepping up. Are they getting absorbed? I don't think they're getting absorbed, but they're not really moving the market. Did someone say Lithuania? I'm living in Hawaii at the moment. They're not even remotely close, are they? I mean, how's Hawaii? I would love to go visit. It's supposed to be beautiful, but... Checking there's not somewhere in Lithuania called Hawaii. What is on with my scroll wheel, man? Oops. Is that a Ligma? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Zach. You're right next to the volcano that erupts weekly. Oh, nice, but that's beautiful. I used to work on boats, and we sailed around Stromboli for a while. That's a constantly erupting volcano. It's very pretty at night. Fires won't. That's the thing. A buyer's going to break. Thing is, if we crack this high, that makes me think we're going higher. We had a doji candle. But then, are we going to come back down and retest 50% of the wick? I don't know. And that 50% trace of the wick would be about here. That's actually tiny. That's actually a lot further than I thought. Luxembourg. Where the hell is Lithuania? I thought. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I always forget how big Europe is. That is in kilometers as well, isn't it? Yeah. Yo, back from a nice $900 deficit. Killing it, man. Nobody tell him. Yes, I am. I didn't blow the account. I switched. I closed the account after $900 deficit. And I thought I'd come back next week. Because the account's got $1,800 in it, and I don't want to start from scratch again. So yeah, closed it for the day. Switched over to my Apex funded now. Saying that out loud sounds like the wrong thing to do, but that's the play I'm making. Taking a stab at 640. If we get there, yeah. 660 down to 640, that whole sort of area is interesting. I think if we crack below it, then we are looking at sort of 620, 600, or even new lows in the day. A lot of risk to add on, though. I can't really be taking a trade like that with a mini. That's what I want to see, but we did break that prior low. Do I want us to break that prior 5-minute high first before looking for longs? Yes, I think so. Smash the like button, gents. Yeah, cheers, Ginger. Absolutely, smash the like button. We hit 270 every day this week, other than the first day. That's because I was hosting giveaways, I imagine, and you were all pressured to do it more. But if you want giveaways in the long term, if you want them to be a regular thing, then I need you to prove it. I need you to not just be here for the giveaways. Hit that like button. Or else I'll code it in that only people who like the stream today can win. I'll find a way. I'll call Matt. We'll have a plan. I'm here because I love the London Open. The London Open is juicy. It just has been quite nasty to me today. Zach. It's a sexy accent is what it is. Jousy. Jamie, how long did it take for you to get funded, and are you living off your trading or not yet? I am living off my trading. Admittedly, my income isn't where I want it to be yet off of trading. It's a little bit sporadic. Yeah, I am living off of it. It took me not very long to get my first funded account. I think it was 4 or 5 months to get my first funded account. It took me another 5 or 6 months to get my first payout. So yeah. And that was probably about a year and a half ago now. I got my first payout. So about 2.5 years been at this, 3 years-ish. Feels like longs are coming, hopefully. I want to see something. I want to see us break away from this 2 standard, because this is not 1 standard. I'm not making an income off my evals. No, I can confirm that. Actually, hang about, Yuri. If I was, I'm green $1,700 on the week in that account. I'm laughing. Yeah, cheers, man. Everyone can get there, 100%. If you want to get good at trading, just put in the work, put in the time, and understand that it's okay for it not to work out yet. It will. Take your time with it. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a job. This is a skill. This is an income scheme. This is a career that you have to choose. And if you choose it, you will succeed. 100%. The game is tough, but payouts are next level rewarding. Haven't traded in a while, but we'll get back into it when I'm not quite as busy. Yeah, they're so rewarding. You can get them consistently if you really put your head down and do the work and do what needs to be done. You need to be disciplined, you need to be consistent, and those are all skills that you need to learn if you don't have them already. Hard for my fam to understand though. Yeah, I was talking about this, I think it was yesterday. Someone asked, one thing I would change if I could go back to the start of my trading career is not to tell anybody about it. Because nobody who has never heard of it before, nobody understands. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Many believe they will have success in a month. May take years, and you have to be okay with that. Yes, absolutely. I think, personally, you should take it as a bigger win holding on to a funded account for 2 months than you should getting a funded account and getting a payout in it that week and then blowing it. Even though you made more money on that payout, holding on to that account for a month or 2 and for a longer period of time, that's a real skill. And if you can do that, then in the long run, you'll benefit more. Even if you eventually blow it without a payout. Sometimes I think I'm delusion maxing, thinking I can become a trader. You're not being delusional. You can absolutely become a trader, but are you willing to work for it? I mean, to be honest, compared to other ways to make a lot of money, trading is actually pretty quick for those who do it. It's just insanely hard, so most fail. Maybe. I mean, it's pretty quick just to get that one payout and be done with it, but to be consistently profitable, it's definitely not quick. You'd probably be better off starting some kind of business, but then businesses, they are more work. You have less freedom, and then they also have a pretty decent chance of failing depending on the business. So trading's a skill that you should treat like a business. Like you should treat losing days as expenses. Like today was a fat L on that eval, 100%, no denying it. I don't feel tilted about it because I know in the long run I make money. Even if I blow that account, I'm not tilted by it because it's one of those things. Most business owners take a decade or more to make big money. Yeah, true. Very true. It's fine, man. You can make it back. Yeah, exactly. And it's not about making it back. It's just about carrying on. Like, I think even though today didn't go very well, I don't think I traded too far out of the normal way I traded. I think I was a bit impulsive after I got that first loss. It sort of might have tweaked my mindset a little bit. However, I think the style that I was trading and the way I was doing it was no different to how I was doing it the rest of the week. It's just today it wasn't working. And it took me arguably too long to realize that. But the account is fine. $1,000 a drawdown is more than enough, to be honest with you. Unless it just does enter a losing streak, which happens. Losing streaks are fine as well. Everyone has them. Like Matt doesn't like summers. He loves winters trading. I am the other way round, but you know, it's okay. You can be a consistently profitable trader and not make a penny for like 3 months. So it's okay. As long as you stick to what you say you're going to do. Far too many people try something new and then it doesn't work for like 3 days and they say, this is the worst thing I've ever tried. I'm never doing it again. And like if they do stick at trading and they do become profitable, like 2 years later, they'll look back at that thing that they tried and have a look at the chart and think, oh, actually, that does work. Why did I panic so much after 3 days? This long trade does look good, but it's so slow. It's so slow. Heyo. How you doing, Isabel? Or Isabella? Right, let's smash this like button again. Come on. I want to see us get to 200 by the end of the stream. 100%. We've got an hour. Plenty of time. I'm going to be trading my funded account now. I'm on an Apex funded account. For those of you just tuning in, I did not have a good morning when it comes to my eval, but that's okay. The eval is fine. We will pass it. Chilling, staring at charts. Good attitude. What you think about backtesting, and did you do much backtesting to achieve consistency? I find it hard to backtest and trust my backtest results when trading style is mainly discretionary. I think one thing that's dangerous about backtesting is it's far too quick. You rush it. So, like, in backtesting, if you have a level that appears every single day, like the London low, and then you just sort of place an order at the London low every day with a set stop and a set take profit, and you lose 5 times in a row, and you just keep on bashing out the days, what you fail to realize is that 5-day in a row streak, that's enough to blow an account. It's enough to get in your head, and you have to go through a whole week, which is pretty hard, having done nothing but lose. I think backtesting is valuable to see whether a setup is consistently reliable or not. I think backtesting is very poor when it comes to building the skills that actually matter in trading. It can give you an idea of how a setup plays, how the charts move. It can help you understand the analysis and how to see the charts a little bit better, absolutely. But you don't build that discipline, you don't build that consistency, you don't build that level of trust in your own trades just by backtesting, because it's not the same thing. And not to mention that when you're backtesting, it's obviously fake money. Because it's the same when you pop into a simulation account. You can try and simulate it as best you can to a real account, but at the end of the day, you are impartial to the outcome. And you're not impartial to the outcome in an eval or a funded or a live account. So it's important to be impartial to the outcome. You can't become impartial to the outcome until you've already lived through it and tried in an actual market, which is why if you want to properly practice, buy an eval and then write off that eval. Like just assume you're not going to pass it and trade it how you would want it to be traded and see how many times you pass it. And then buy an eval and tell yourself, I have to pass this eval, I have to get it to funded, and I have to get it to a payout, and watch how many times you blow it. Especially if you use AI to backtest. Yeah, 100%. If you use AI to backtest, you're not even learning anything. Especially since half the time it gets it wrong. Completely agree. I can easily double an account in backtesting. When I'm on a real eval, I can't replicate the results. Yeah, it's because of the mindset. It's because of the mental. Honestly, prop firms, you're trading a big account balance for not a lot of money. And you can pay yourself. So quite frankly, treat them properly, trade them properly as you think you should do, but be completely impartial to the outcome. 10 pointer from the wick at 62. Excellent. I didn't see that. Has revenge trading been a thing for you? It's been a thing for everybody. Everybody's revenge traded at some point. And that's absolutely been a thing for me. And it never ends well. Never ever ends well. That's the reason I turned off my Tradeify account, because I think having a daily loss limit, it's very important to cut yourself off, but having a fixed daily loss limit can be dangerous because you end up leaning towards it. It's like, you know, when you're walking along a road and if you look at an object, you tend to sort of naturally steer towards it. It's like that. If you spend so much time focusing on daily loss limit, you're just going to naturally steer towards it. So today I walked away from my Tradeify account because right now it's in a good spot, but seeing that negative 920 P&L, realistically, I'd need to have a monstrously good day to bring that all back. I need $1,000 and I've already written off half the session. And we're going to New York and I've only got $1,000 left. I'm naturally going to gravitate towards the losing side. So I turned it off for the day, not touching it, even if a godlike setup comes up and I could have passed it, you know? 640 started looking good. Yeah, 640 will start looking good very soon, I think. It's just really slow right now. Is everyone excited for Trader Kane? Biggest prop firm payout in history done by Trader Kane, and you will get to ask him questions. You reached personal DLL, Jamie, for that account? I don't have one. I don't have a personal DLL. I have a threshold. Because if I had a personal DLL and I saw a really nice setup, but it required $600 worth of risk, and I was already $200 red, then technically that would have been the same P&L at the end, but I would have been okay with that trade. You know what I mean? But that one, I was just getting stopped and stopped and stopped. So I reached the threshold where I just thought, I'm not going to trade the next trade right. I am not going to do it well. Yeah. Yeah, especially if the first trade of the day is red. And when you actually, because you can, in Rhythmic, you can go into it and you can put on a daily loss limit. If you don't have one with the prop firm, you can go into a Rhythmic RTrader Pro and you can add one if you're with Rhythmic. And it's so dangerous having one sometimes because you can take a trade. If you put a $500 daily loss limit and the first trade loses $250 and the next trade plays and you need to risk $300 and you take it and then it goes down and the daily loss limit triggers and it wouldn't have stopped you and then it goes to take profit, what you've basically done is you've told something else to cut off your trade there. Yeah, Taki, it's just like today isn't working. X loss is compounded. It's not a fixed number. It's not a fixed thing. I just felt that, you know, the next trade I placed, I wasn't going to trade it right. I saw that I didn't trade the last one right, even though it was the right call to go break even. I shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? It's like I did it for the wrong reasons. I knew that if I kept on going down this path, I would have been worse off. So I switched to this account because it reset my P&L counter back to 0. I've got more than enough drawdown to survive anything that happens. It resets that mental a little bit. So now I can look at the charts and actually start taking some good trades. Because that's all I want to do today is take some good trades. Regardless of P&L. Wisdom with Jamie, yeah. Yo, ride the wave! Good morning! Here for the vibes. Always. Preach. Yeah, everyone's waking up in America now. Everyone better like the stream as well. I want to get to 200 by the end of this. Still got an hour. Plenty of time. Show me that you want giveaways more often. Show me that you like the content. What is the way to backtest? You can go on TradingView. You can just do replay mode. There's backtesting tools, like I used TradeZeller for a bit. You can also journal on there. I actually quite like them. Sierra Chart has a replay mode built in. I've never used it. I don't know where it is. Chart, maybe? No idea. It's in there somewhere. But, yeah. I was just talking about backtesting. I said backtesting is very important for looking at levels. But it doesn't teach you anything about trading in general. Yeah, I took losing trades as an educational thing. Yeah, I did them intentionally. Thought about getting FX replay. I've seen the adverts for those, but they seem to be more leaning towards Forex. TradeZeller leans towards features quite heavily. Zach asked what time is Joz's stream. He streams from 5 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central every day. He does the Globex Open. A backflip? I haven't got the room for that, Yuri. Actually, I should have probably led with I've never done a backflip before, so you probably end up having to call an ambulance from across another part of the world for me. Hip Labs. Never heard of them, actually. I feel like I've reached a point where I have some really great rules. I just can't stop breaking them all the time. Do you want to know how I got over that? I removed them. Remove the rules. And you naturally... You put it down to your discretion. You've got to give yourself faith that you are going to trade this right. Take the pressure off the rules and off the reliance on doing them, and then just put it on yourself. Say, okay, these rules are not my seatbelt anymore. It's up to me to guarantee my account's safety. And just, if you reach 500, if your daily loss limit before was $500, and then you reach negative $500, just look at yourself and think, okay, am I still feeling up for today? That trade looks good, but am I feeling up for today? Probably not. Have you ever tried trading Asian session? How do you feel about it compared to London? I have. I did it quite a bit. I found it painful, to be honest. It's not for me. How to get profitable? Ignore your rules. No, don't ignore your rules. Remove your rules. I don't have rules. That's a lie. I've got rules printed on my wall behind me, but I don't think I've looked up at them in a long time. I don't have rules anymore. You naturally you start to realize when you should stop trading and when you should keep trading. Internalize your rules, yeah. Basically, don't be strict on yourself. When you're a trader, you're your own boss. Do you actually have to be your own boss a bit? Treat it like a job. If you were employed and you had someone looking over your shoulder at your trades and you needed to produce X amount of results, and they looked at your trading and they went, that was a bad day. You'd probably, if you did that consistently, you'd be fired. So be your own boss, be strict, but don't put rules on yourself. Just say, okay, I've got to achieve this sort of thing. What's the best decision to achieve that long-term goal? Is it to max out my trades for the day and blow this evil and damage my mindset? Or is it to probably call it a day and walk away? That's how you handle a losing day. A winning streak as well. How do you handle a winning streak? You try and maintain a completely flat mindset. Don't let wins get to your head, because everyone says don't let losers get to your head because then you'll trade bad the next day. Don't let winners get to your head. That's the most important. If you let a winner get to your head, then you just assume the next trade's going to win regardless of what it is. And then it just doesn't, because you talked yourself into a trade that wasn't going to happen. I talked myself into a long earlier. You saw it live. I was talking myself into it. What did I do? I got stopped out. I always had a few rules written on the back of a letter. Yeah? We've all done it. Rules are handy to sort of help you understand what you should and shouldn't be doing, but realistically, anyone who's been doing this for a long, long time, I don't think they have literal printed rules that they sort of follow. Well, some might, but you tend to fall back on them. I know when to stop, but I don't do it. Discipline is my downfall. You will overcome that. Just imagine, because right now I've got all of you guys watching me, so I know I need to be pretty disciplined on this stream. But if you don't have anyone watching you, because it's quite a lonely thing, you're probably in your house by yourself on your laptop doing your thing. You're not in a room full of other traders. Imagine someone standing over your shoulder watching your trades and judging them. Put that little bit of pressure on yourself and just think, would you take those same trades? Okay, let's have a look. I think it's best to have a good community to help keep yourself accountable, especially if you force yourself to post every trade in a group. I think that's why you should post them in the Spec Trades channel. Winners and losers. I can have a look at them on stream, and we can have a little think. If you don't want them on stream, just put don't share. The feeling of quit right now is so evident, like a slap in the face, but I ignored it and got burned every time. You will overcome it with time. All of these, if you haven't been trading for any longer than 2 years, all of the problems that you have, they will disappear. You just need to work on them. Acknowledge them first. Hold yourself accountable and you'll get there. My rule is if I'm trading well, I keep going. If I'm trading poorly on the market, isn't favoring my trades, I stop quickly. Yeah. Also, you don't have to take what I say as gospel. You know, you will probably you'll find success somehow, but you'll find it in your own way. That's why there's no trader that trades exactly like Matt, or exactly like me, or exactly like Joz, or exactly like Kane, or, you know, anyone on Top Step TV or Patrick Wyland. None of them. Because everyone trades their own way. Everyone has their own perspective of the markets. Also, if you do blow an eval, I know Apex has done a flash sale on the intraday no activation fee accounts. It's $49 all in. That's the cheapest I've ever seen an eval. As ever seen a whole trading account, because there's no activation fee either. So $49 gets you a 50k eval. Jamie is the gospel. I wouldn't go that far. I got some ads for IQ Capital Prop Firm the other day. Do you know anything about them? I think I've heard of them. Just use Lucid, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, or Apex. Is my advice. They're the best, the easiest, the best for payouts, the most reliable. They've got a good support system. You get 40% off most of them with TBM, code TBM, 90% off Apex with code TBM. So they'll be cheaper, more reliable. The support system's great. More charting options. Very true, bro. I have tried so hard to take trades that if I were to explain it to someone after, it would make sense, even if I get stopped out. Exactly. Stand by every trade you take, win or lose. I hear you. It goes back to what you said earlier about if you ask any good trader, I went and watched it. Yeah. That's why strategy isn't really a thing, you know. Everyone's got their style of trading and they trade their own way. But if you actually ask a trader who's profitable with their strategy what their strategy is, they'll go, well, I guess I look for this and I do this, and then, you know, if this happens, I probably do this. You know, they're trying to sort of reverse engineer it. But no one has a blatant answer because they've added their own little spice to it, you know. Consistency is the king. Trade every day, learn from mistakes and find good moves. Iterate. It's simple and not easy. You will get there. Yeah. %100%. 100%. Right, that news came out. I didn't even notice it. I just looked at the time and noticed that, yeah, absolutely nothing happened. Excellent. Are we going to move now? Simple but not easy. Love that. Yeah, trading is so simple and it's so hard. It's a big red button and a big green button. Problem is pressing them at the right time and for the right reasons. Excuse me. Try and make your rules as mechanical and replicable as possible. If you have to justify an entry, it's not right. You have to justify every entry, Musa, Luke. I agree. It needs to be mechanical. It needs to be something that you just sort of instinctively do, not something that you have to look up at a rule and go, you know, is this right? But I think every entry has to be justified in some way. So, But it has to be mechanical and replicable, yeah. Which is why it's better to sometimes convince. Yeah. I agree with that. If you have to convince yourself to take the trade, then you shouldn't take it. But you should justify every trade yourself. As I said earlier as well, if you are a little bit confused, if you're not feeling quite right, A, probably think about walking away for the day. B, try speaking out loud to yourself. Like, imagine you are on a stream and you're explaining this to your viewers. Oh, this trade I'm looking at is, a bid off of 60 because 65 because of volume. I like it. The risk is set. Just walk yourself through it. Yeah, if you had to convince yourself, don't take it. I can prove that because I convinced myself to take a trade earlier. That just did not work. It's only a small stop out, but it was a stop out. Exactly, yeah. Okay, whilst we're here, that range I talk about every day, 7 a.m. to 7:15, which is... Oh, why is it big again? It's always big. 680 to 745. Maybe within the threshold. So, how I trade this is a level that I look for. A breakout from it, 25 points minimum. Come back up. Say it breaks at a downside. Come back up. Test the low. If it confirms and rejects the low, I'll get in short at the low. If it comes back up through, respects the midpoint, I'll get short off the midpoint. If it goes through there with no sign of respect, I don't look for a trade unless we break out to the upside and come back down to retest it for a long. And it's just the same thing in reverse. I will be looking for that trade on my Apex account today. I would normally take it on the Tradeify since it's a level I talk about on stream. I'm not touching that again today. No, sir. Not risking it. I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to pass it on stream. Why exactly this time span? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. I found someone on the internet talking about it and I thought, oh, let me give that a shot. It looked pretty good. And I was trying to find out why it's good. And I started Googling and asked ChatGPT. It said maybe it's the 4x opening time. That could be the reason in New York. But then I've also seen that 4x opening time is slightly different. 7 a.m. Central Time. So that'll be 1 p.m. to 1:15 English time. Well, that's 8 a.m. to 8:15 Eastern Time. I ignore the level though before the New York Open. I don't take any trades off it. Just pretend this box isn't there. You trade the exact same range. Nice one, man. It's a good range to use. I have no idea why it works. Do you trade DAX during London? Why not? Because I like NQ. Something ain't broken, don't fix it. And it's just something I don't have experience in. I don't test every market. I pick one that works. And I just stick with it. And I like it. I like the way the Nasdaq moves in and out of the opening. It's the best during New York, I find. So many opportunities. So much money to be made. You can size yourself perfectly for every move if you use micros or minis. And then trading it during London gives you a fantastic idea. So going into New York, you already know where the levels are. So it's really good, I find. It does work nicely on commodities. Yeah, gold, I've done it on before. I've never had much success on it with crude oil. But on Nasdaq, I find it to be really, really strong. I like to target a 25-point stop and a 50-point TP. Is there a reason I choose to trade one mini over micros? Yeah, kind of. So micro markets... The NQ, the market NQ, the actual... This moves because of volume and data that happens on the NQ contract. You move over to MNQ, and then there's sometimes moves that you can't really explain because it's happened on NQ, but it hasn't shown itself in MNQ. VWAP can be in a different place as well. Volume can be crazy, like Delta is just a write-off. and I don't really feel a need to downsize. And with my trades, I'm either in or I'm out. And besides, sometimes I might get a top tick entry. If you're trading micros, it might only fill half your order. Which do you think is the best platform to day trade SCAP? As of right now, Sierra Chart. As of the future, TRADESTER, which is being built by Matt and a team of developers that we have. That is going to be phenomenal. It's got so many features that we just know traders going to love. ES seems to be leading NQ a bit so far. Do you reckon? Are we being pulled down by ES? Will we be getting TRADESTER before GTA 6? Matt, thoughts? You here? Maybe not putting it down, but slightly ahead on the moves. Okay. Is ES close to the prior low? I would open it on TradingView, but it's broke on my PC and I don't know why. Right, everyone smash that like button. We're getting close now. No, we're not. We're 50 off. Come on, hit it. I would be keen for a short trade, but we're coming into top of the hour here. Volume right now is very low. We're not far off New York. I've got the levels that I want to trade during New York, so I'm not willing to place a trade that I don't have 100% confidence in, because I know I've got trades that I am 100% confident in coming up. And I've got a consistency rule anyway, so I can't, like, you know, just take every trade I see and max out my income. If I see a perfect setup, I will take it. Good morning, Alison. Or Wilson. Wilson Allison. Or Wilson and Allison. Well below yesterday's close. Do you think we'll find a bid higher at open, or do we flush even lower? Who can tell? Hey, only a philosopher can answer that. I think we've got room to that prior low at about 5:30, I think we said. That would be interesting to see. Maybe a rejection of that. So I think probably from here, roughly a 100-point drop, probably a little bit more to flush it. And then maybe bid higher. That's what I'd like to see. And then that can present two opportunities. You come down here, you test 5:30 and you bid off of it. That's also just taking out London lows in a New York session. That's an opportunity to get long. If you miss that trade, then you can come back up and you can short it at the opening range, at the 7 a.m. range, if we reject it and we show a bit of confirmation. So there's two opportunities going into the open. And if we don't reject it, then you can come up and you can long off it if we get that. And then you've also got Asia's low, you've got VWAP, and up here you've got Asia's high if we want to go for that, although we will need one hell of a bid for that. This is actually looking to be quite an interesting looking Friday New York Open, which I'm very excited for. So many levels that we can have a look at. Watch us test none of them. Hope not, but only Fred can tell. Maybe this prior open here. It does happen to be the low of the range, but as I said, I'm trying to ignore that. That prior open does look interesting. What day is your VWAP anchored to? This day from the open. That doesn't show on here. So you see it pings down here. So as soon as the market is open, it follows for the whole day, goes back, and then resets at the close of today until Sunday. Rejecting the 1 standard. There's the 1, isn't it? Yeah. Jamie wants 200 thumbs up to fix his negative 900. Shh, we don't talk about that. But yeah, I do. I want 200 thumbs up on the stream. I need ammunition to show that you guys want more giveaways. I just heard you say 7 a.m. range. Can you cover that real quick? Absolutely, I can. I have marked out this little blue box here. Is me marking out 7 a.m. Central Time to 7:15 a.m., which is these 3 candles. That range that's been formed, which is, if you're trading in London, that'll be 1300 to 1315. What I do is I mark that out every day. I mark out the midpoint as well, just in case. So there's 2 levels I can trade off of it. I look for a 25-point break to either the upside or downside, either or, doesn't matter. Wait for it to come back. Say we're trading off the upside. Come back, reject the top of the range for a push up, 50 points, give or take, hopefully. If we don't reject that, I look for a rejection of the midpoint. For the same thing, 50 points off of that. If we don't reject that, then I don't take it. Unless we we drop all the way down and then come up and retest for the short side. But it's just a nice level. It plays pretty well. You can guarantee yourself a nice, tidy amount of points. Pretty consistent. Where are you trading from, says Chris. I am trading from Kent in the UK. The U of K. That prior open didn't hold on the 5-minute there. I really wanted to see us respect it. I think we're probably going to go for that high here. You think this will go up high when the market opens? I think it could do. I don't think you should be in a trade when the market opens. Big up, Ken. Yeah. Love a bit of Kent. Jeff, why 07 to 07:15 Central? Does something happen at 7 that I'm not aware of? If it does, then I'm not aware of it either. I'll be honest, I found it about a year and a half ago online. From a guy, tested it, it looked good. I tried to find out the reason. I couldn't find out a solid reason as to why that range worked. It just does. Mitch, Jamie, any trades today? Yeah. I finished red on my eval that I have for the stream, negative 900. I have now switched over to my Apex funded account, which I haven't taken any trades on yet, no. I've been marking up my levels going into the New York session, sort of preparing for that. I haven't really seen many good opportunities today. Sounds as good as any other strat. Yeah. I'm sure something happens then. I can't find out what it is. Like, it could be, some say it's like a New York Forex opening time. Some say it's, banks hedging positions before the open. Basically, from what I understand, the idea is people tend to scale into some positions at that sort of time. Then if we break away from it, when we come back and retest, you've got all those people who say we go down and pull back up to the range. The idea is the people who are short are getting stopped out break even, and the people who are long are getting out break even, avoiding any losses. So you tend to get a bit of a surge in the opposite direction. It's just liquidity that we'll probably pull away from. The fact that my stream is delayed, I can see my hands going all over the place. It's quite funny. Also, for those of you just tuning in, you've got Trader Kane joining in today, who holds the record for the biggest prop firm payout ever, which is 2.4 million, I think it was, in one payout, which is just bonkers. He's going to be on with Matt at 2:30 or 8:30 Central Time. You'll automatically get pushed into his stream from mine, so don't worry. Really looking forward to seeing that. Ask him some questions. Arguably the best prop trader ever. So, really looking forward to seeing that. Really, really looking forward. 158 likes, 184 watching. Nah, man. I need more. Damn, send me a $5. Let's try your luck, shall we? Let's see if you get lucky. This counts for a $5, so... Right, who got that? Was it you? Oh, it's Chris. GG's, Chris. Enjoy it. Get a fancy green name now. Nice 12 points short off of the 80s. Very nice 12 points short off of the 80s. You could have taken almost 40 off of that. I tried, Aditya. I can't pick who gets it. Okay, starting to build up some volume here to the downside. I'm still okay with taking a trade at this kind of time. It's until about 25, maybe 20 past 8 Central that I sort of start to stay a bit more hands off. If I'm in a trade, I'll hold it and I'll just flatten it before the open, or probably at 25 past. But curious, why didn't you trade the range prior to the open? Because from what I understand, the way the range works is because that's people getting into these positions for the open. So when the New York market, so before the New York market opens, they're not going to be getting out of those trades yet. Because they can happily hold through a big move to the downside. And then when the New York market opens, their position, that'll be them sort of thinking, okay, which way are we breaking? Okay, this is probably not going to work. Let's get out break even on a retest. But they're willing to hold. This, I mean, I'm not one of them, so I don't know if that's what's happening, but from what I can see, that's the idea behind it. That's the theory. That's all it is. It is just a theory. Is that interesting? That is interesting. 40. My charts are lagging a little bit. What's going on? I'm going to see us pushing to 60 here if we get a little retrace of that. Risking just a 12.5 points here. Okay, I'm filled long now. I'm going to go ahead and move that break even. I want to see some more continuation on this. That was close. Got some sellers stepping up. Stopped break even and slipped and instant bid back up. What was that? That was weird. If you search that strategy in AI, you get some answers. I tried, but it gave me like 3 different answers. So do you wait to see 50% of the range for execution? I mark out the midpoint. But I'm happy to take a like a short off the low or a long off the high. The midpoint is just another entry point I look for. So low, high, mid. Low, mid, high. If I'm looking for shorts, I just take it off the low or the midpoint. If I'm looking for longs, I just take it off the high or the midpoint. That's a bad omen. Yuri, you're going to jinx me, man. It's dangerous. My Apex account's got enough money in it where my daily loss limit is now 2 grand. Watch me hit it. That's definitely not my intention. I don't believe you. Oh, don't bid now. You're going to stop me out. Just keep on going down. That might have been an impulsive stop, but break even. But I'd rather be minus 20 than minus 150. I wanted a quick continuation play off of that. Off into a pullback, maybe into that high, maybe into 60. I'd be keen to get... No, I don't think I would actually. I don't know. I think I'll probably look for a short up here at the 1 standard. I think that's more interesting to me. That's also volume at 70. Then again, this is the sort of time we're going to start going into that New York session. We're probably going to catch some potential reversal moves, since there'll be people who are short getting out, going into the New York Open. If you're going to get out of a trade before the New York Open, a lot of other people are going to do the same. So, is there a midpoint range strat for every VWAP level? I don't understand. What do you mean? Do you mean the deviations? Can I trade off of those deviations? If so, it's not really a strategy, it's a setup. 163 likes. See, we are making progress, but not nearly enough. I want to see 200 by the end of the stream. We need 37 more, and then that'll help me, and it will help you get more giveaways. There. Oh, there, yeah. The 650s. Oh, did you short the 650s? Yeah, if we it's on this range that I was talking about, Tamil. So you break to the upside, 25 points out of the range minimum, come back, retest either the top or the midpoint of this range, this blue box that I've marked out. That is a setup that I look for. Yeah, if you like the stream, I will get on the phone to Fred and I'll let him know that you guys are interested in some good trades today, and then we'll sort you out for that. We'll move the market for you. Morning, Skidster. How you doing, man? Monsieur Cowboy. That was a good break-even stuff, to be fair. I kind of wanted a bit more continuation on that. Shame we never get the short entry. Seems like one of those days for it. I think we've got room all the way to the downside now. That was a good short. I was interested. I just didn't like how far we were going to that top there. I thought I'd get another opportunity at it, to be honest. I still might. We've got some really quick volume coming in at the moment. Right. Normally, I really enjoy recapping my trades, but I'm really not today. Is there a way I can do it without... Yeah, I can probably do this, to be fair. Let me just take a little snippet of this. That should be all of them. Right, let me pull this up. Let me sort this out. Okay, right. Recapping my trades that I took. I really can't be asked to log into. Can I zoom in on this? Really? Can't zoom in. Okay. Oh, blimey. Drawing it. Okay. First trade. You can see on the 22 range here. So we were in an uptrend overall, moving up here. This to me was a pullback. I was eyeing up this level here. This was Asia's low. That just got very messy very quick. This first trade here, which you can probably see, it's just here on this chart, I think. You can see we were coming in. We broke up a bit after a little bit of consolidation below. I took a long, stopped out at the lows. It wouldn't have worked. I was looking at new highs anyway, so that's fine. I took another bid here off of a another break above consolidation after a liquidity grab and some confirmation to the upside. Stop out. Short side trade, targeting new lows. Break even. And then a final long, very tight stop. Called it a day at negative 920 USD. Overall, a big steaming turd of a day. However, I'm learning lessons, and that's all right. And the account's fine still, so we will be passing that hopefully next week. We've still got $1,700 in there. We were very close to passing it today. It just didn't happen. It's typical. It happens. Fridays don't work out all the time. They don't work out much of the time, to be honest. But we'll see what we can get. Now we're on the Apex funded. That's why the PNL has been reset. You obviously hopefully saw that break-even trade I took right there. Yeah, bit of a rough morning. It's Friday. That happens. That's okay. Looking forward to the weekend. The account is fine. Not worried at all. I want to try and get another trade in here for the before the New York session opens and before I hand you over to Matt and Trader Kane, which you should all be very hyped for. And I'm expecting some likes on this stream as well. And also a GG for Taki on his 417 on the London session. He had a really tough day, I think, a few days ago. And yeah, he's definitely pulling it back now. GG, Taki. Good morning, Chumpy. How you doing? Ride the wave. How you doing? I don't see you in here every day, and then when you do, you come in with immaculate vibes. Why is volume just so flat? Look at that. That is. Do you like that, Luther? Doing good. How's the day going for me? Yeah, I just recapped my trades. I have a Tradeify eval that I got for the stream. We were very close to passing it today. Unfortunately, I was just getting back-to-back stop outs. So I called it a day, negative 920, I think. It happens. Still got $1,700 in there, so I'm going to try and pass that next week. Now on an Apex funded that I've got. Took a break even so far, so it's been a bit dirty of a morning, but looking forward to the New York session. Don't want to overplay our hand before the main market even opens. I've had those days. We've all had those days. You're loving the early streams? It's great to hear. Hope you're enjoying them. Every morning from now on. 5 a.m. till 8:30 Central Time, which is 11 a.m. to 2:30 UK time. What is that? That is just... I wish Matt the best of luck on his stream, because I don't know if the New York session will be much better. I hope it will be. Yeah, man, taking my summer pretty easy. Very laid back with the baby. No traveling, just World Cup. All good. Great to hear, man. Glad you're having a good summer. And enjoying some time with the baby. Are we going to get some volume here, or are we just going to sit like ducks? Oh, yeah, Yuri. I remember that I once had a day where I lost $90 and I called it a break-even day. A friend was watching and I got quite the looks. They don't understand the contract size. $90 is slippage. It's not a trade. Unless you're on micros, and it is a trade, obviously. But one mini, I get stopped out for $90 break even. I'll finish a day having paid more than $90 in fees. You know? Obviously, that's a day where I've traded probably a bit too much, but still. We're getting some volume here to the upside. Maybe a nice little push. I don't want to get faked out, though. I probably want to see us break 30, 35 first. Maybe if we come down here, a buy stop there might be interesting. Through 30. We don't have much on the liquidity side, so I would be okay with taking this trade for a little push up to 50 if I get the fill. ES is about to hit London low. Interested to see what it does if we go up from there. Maybe we're bidding in advance of that then. I'm going to be very aggressive with the break even here. Very, very aggressive with it. Okay, slipped for a point and a quarter or a point or something. That's normal. Little rebid back in. That should be okay for a push back up through the 30s. I like where my stop's at. And that's a stop out. Today. Oh, it's not my day. I need to cool off after this, I think. Typical. I can't have a winning streak all week. I'd be greedy. I am trading super counter trend as well, I've got to say. Ever since I opened up the stream, which was what? Around here. Right here. Thanks, Yuri. Real troop. I have to get advice from Kane after this. What is this game? Losing money simulator. It's good fun, you should try it. Oh, this is the game. Sorry, read that completely wrong. Are we going to put new bid up from here? I know I didn't risk to the lows, but I thought we wouldn't break that. And I got slipped for another point, I think. Point slippage on the buy side, point slippage on the stop side. And slipped for a point on that break-even trade. Today's a vibe. That's alright, that's alright. Oh my god. Sellers are stepping up now. Happens to us all. Yeah, we all have those days, don't we? Fridays are like my kryptonite, to be honest. Nothing I can do about it. Don't really want to take a trade going into New York. You feel like me on Thursday or yesterday when you reach personal DLL. Yeah, Fridays are weird. I'm probably pushing it too hard as well. It's because I had such a good streak throughout the whole week, and then you go into it. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier about Fridays. You have a good week, and you go into Friday, and you just get slapped. Every time. And sometimes you have a great Friday. I'm not going to take any more trades going into the New York session. Overconfidence is the killer. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to take any more trades going into the New York session. Trader Kane will be on with Matt in 10 minutes. I will be pushing you to that stream, so you don't need to go anywhere. Yeah. It's been an interesting session. How did everybody else do? Did everybody do better than me? I hope you did. I want to hear your P&Ls. Your consensus on the session. Bro, just short. Come on. I know. Don't rub it in. GG on the first week, Jamie. Cheers, man. Love the morning stream. Waiting patiently. What part of the UK are you in, bro, Kent? Up 32 points. Yuri, get in. Sorry, it's Wednesday. I got a good day yesterday. Yeah. Thought that was it. Wait until the 9 o'clock report comes out. Yeah, that's Michigan, isn't it? Michigan sentiment. Where is it? Yeah, Michigan sentiment. Jacobez, I can't do guitar sellers on a losing day. Absolutely not. But GG's on your green session. That is great to hear. Hayden, I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing, man? Yeah, loads of recent changes. Got me doing London. You got Matt still. Then you got Liam and Danny and Palmetto streaming as well in the evening. Do you trade under LTD in the UK? No, I probably should. I will be doing at some point. Yet to take a trade, just waiting for after the open. Good. Wish I'd done that. Play green sleeves as a warm-up. I'm doing good. Do you remember me? Of course I remember you, Hayden. Do you remember me, Amy? I missed Trader Kane question. Oh, I'm in the in Kent. In Kent, Kane. Where are you from, man? You're also a hardcore Brit. Matt said he was really looking forward to all the English accents coming in. Did answer it. What part are you in? What's your username in Discord? It's Jamie T brackets Amy. How can you not remember me, man? I'm actually mortified about that, Hayden. Sorry. I'm gonna have to ban you for life. Sentiment Michigan right now, poop and air quality set. Yeah. Somebody just outside. Oh, Milton Keynes, nice. I'm from Oh, love that. MK is all roundabouts. Nice one, man. You're looking forward to the Matt stream. Tex. He lives in Michael Kors. Kent over here. Big up Kent, Jacob. Let's go. South London, maybe. Sheffield. Instaban, Hayden. Did Matt say we need to go legit? We need some British accents in here. No, me and Kane just decided to colonize the channel. We felt it was appropriate. Morning, Ryan of Texas. Morning, Argent. I have the daily 100 at 27,900. We either go there or 29,600. Likely big day, whatever the big boys decide. Yeah, personally, in my opinion, at the open, we're probably either going to go up or, now hear me out here, I think we might go down. It's going to be one of those two. We're all about to start getting taxed in here to watch the stream. Absolutely. Everyone smash the like button. I want to hit 200 by the end of the stream here. 176. I want 24 more, and you've got a few more minutes to do it. Did you say colonize? You ready for round 2? Absolutely. Let's go, Rourke. I see UK imperial ambitions are alive and well. Yeah, absolutely. Just start throwing out their tea if they get out of hand. Jacobez, I'm going to make a point about that. Americans love to mock us for it, but you do realise that you purchased the tea from us, so all you did was burn your own tea. Just saying, man. It's like going into Apple, buying an iPad, and then smashing it on the ground outside saying, how do you feel? How much tea do you drink a day? I'm actually not a big tea drinker. I do like a good cup of tea, but it's every couple of days. What do you think is driving this bear Nasdaq market? War? I think it's probably the sellers, to be honest. I don't know. I think we're going for new lows. There could have been some news that came out. I didn't see it. We've been slow grinding for quite some time. There was some news that came out a little while ago, I think. It sent a message. Insert eagle screech. With a cuppa right now. Nice one. Everyone, you better like the stream. I've got 200 viewers in here. Everyone smash it. Enjoy Trader Kane as well. 189. 11 more. Ooh, baby, come on. I'm going for a bigger number next time. Maybe you'll get closer that way. 250 years ago, my family was Prussian, so we were merchants for the crown. Just saying. Tea had not left the ship. Ownership transfers after it is delivered, so it was still owned by the Brits. I'm pretty sure you still paid for it. Because, yeah, that's the law, but I think that's the law under the Consumer Rights Act, which I don't think was a thing in, what, the 1800s, whatever it was. What is that sell-off, man? Fred, let me get in the trade next time, man. At least give me an entry. More. Sorry, Josh. I saw an opportunity and had to take it. Jack, sorry. Does Trader Kane have a YouTube channel? Well, he commented. It didn't come up as a verified. Ask him. He's going to be in here soon. Since we opened Globex at 5, straight dump. Absolutely. John P. Lol. GG, your time is out. Okay. Fine. Hang on, let me just refresh the page. How many likes we got? If 200. Nailed it. Right, that's the end of the stream, guys. Enjoy Trader Kane. He's going to be brilliant. Ask him questions. Harass the hell out of that chat. Don't forget to like Matt's stream. Enjoy your weekend. See you Monday.